The world has changed. Gone to hell, more like. It started when magic came back. The awakening, some called it. You're rubbing elbows with orcs, elves, even trees. Meanwhile, men bleed the world dry one board meeting at a time. They own just about everything. But not us. We're Shadowrunners. Mercenaries, operating in the margins, working dangerous jobs for the desperate and the powerful. Being a runner takes more than skill and street smarts. You want to live long enough to get paid, you'll need a team, the right talent for the job. Maybe that's a mage, someone who can fry your enemies with deadly spells. A good decker can jack into the Matrix and bypass the toughest security without leaving a trace. Adepts, riggers, shaman, and don't forget your street samurai. Packing enough firepower and cyberware to take on a small army. Man, magic, and machine. Takes it all to survive in the shadows. Welcome to the sprawl.
Hi guys, and welcome to Shadowrun Corporate Sins. I have 51 dice and I intend to use all of them to now murder Fang. Congratulations, Claudia.
Hey, haters gonna hate. That's how you know you made it on the internet.
So long as the crosshairs are off of me.
How's it going? It's good to see you here. You are watching Shadowrun Corporate Sins on Hyper RPG, a hyperactive, interactive Twitch channel made for and by you, the community. Sometimes referred to as chat, frequently referred to as thumpers, because we like you. My name is Lauren, Random Tuesday on the internet, and I am going to be your GM for this evening. There's very loud music suddenly behind me, but before we get started, let's do some announcements. Announcements. Anyways, we are 3 subscribers away, at least according to the number on my sheet, from our next Steam Key giveaway. If you are a subscriber to our channel, you get access to sweet, awesome, cool things like our subscriber Discord, where you can join a corporation and participate in the metagame that surrounds this very show. In fact, you are here watching some of the results of that metagame because we're a little bit behind in time does not match up perfectly, and so in the game it's still November.
A dragon did it.
Did you say a dragon did it?
Makes
Secret
sense.
dragon?
Spoilers! All right.
I hope a dragon did.
We saw the dragon that we talked about.
There is
So many
a
dragons.
dragon that you have
Dragon
seen.
always did it when time is messed up.
There is dragons that you have seen. Tomorrow there are shows. There is the final episode, right, of the season 1 finale of Weekly Affirmations with Strix at the same time on this channel. You should watch it. It is an awesome show full of feelings and game feelings and out of game feelings. And that is accurate. There are in-game and out-of-game feelings.
So it's just feelings then.
No, I'm being more specific than that.
Well, you're
Let's
actually
introduce
not.
our players.
Hi. I'm Dan Poslins at Dan Poslins on the internet, and I was Mordecai the Dwarven Mage until Lauren struck him down in a fit of rage.
That's later.
Oh, okay, well, a dragon did it, I guess. I support the team with spells and spirits.
Hi, I am Cheryl Platz, aka Muppet Aphrodite on Twitter and Twitch, and I play Mainframe. Elvin
Here are
Decker, who
6
sounds-
dice from hashtag Neo.
I have to start the whole
God,
thing
hash
over.
mall.
Yep.
Are you done, friend computer? No, you're
Nope.
not. You're not done. Anything else, friend computer? How are you today? How are your feelings? Do you have feelings? Do you have okay? I am Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite on Twitter and Twitch. I play Mainframe, or as Friend Computer says it, Mawumfram3. And I am our party's Elven Decker, which means a Decker is like a hacker manipulating the internet in the sixth world to suit her needs, or because she's bored, or to clean up messes that the party has made.
Hi, I'm Claudia, or Jackie Dash on the internet, Twitch and Twitter, JAKIDASH. And I play Fang, who is our orc, who is cybernetic, and also uses the guns and katanas.
Guns?
The guns! And also
And the guns.
the guns. Thank you, now I'm gonna include that every time, because
Welcome. I got you, girl.
I gotta fake sin for these.
Hi, I'm Janine. I play Elsie Blackwood, aka Ellie Hawthorne, the 15-year-old education and teenage friend challenged member of MFEC. So Elsie is a face, so she's often, when she's not negotiating or intimidating somebody, she's often sniper rifling from a rooftop. I am Admiral Asma on Twitter.
Hi, I'm Tony Beeman, or @LBeefus on pretty much all the internet things, including Twitter, or @Cromwell_esque if you'd like to see my character, who is Cromwell, or as Friend Computer pronounces it, Cromwell, who is an adept, which means he has magical abilities, but not the sort of spellcasting type, but the more imbuing his physicality. He was butler until the day he was blinded by as technology, who hired a woman named Lauren to slice his eyes out, leaving him blind. But only just a few minutes ago did he realize he has the latent ability to see without seeing, using sort of ultrasonic perception, an ability he's not yet fully explored.
Yeah, apparently that's not my fault. Sure it is. Great.
And as technology.
And as
That's technology.
Tag Dragon did it.
Like, I can't play with dragon and everything.
You don't know that yet.
Okay.
And I am Lauren, your GM for this evening at Random Tuesday on Twitter, or Random Twos in places where the full name was taken. I'm not salty about it.
And you'll never get it back.
I'm angry. All right. Previously on Shadowrun Corporate Sense. That was beautifully executed. I am.
You
proud
weren't
of
looking
all of
over
you.
here.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm not intentionally. I have 52 dice and a mage named Mordecai to take care of.
Okay. It's already dead to you.
It's back to you now.
Yeah, I know. She's
Let
capricious.
me just roll that real fast. I forgot to mention these dice before we do our previously. Why am I talking about these things? Why did we hear Friend Computer recently? If you tip with the hashtag and the name of one of the characters, you can see it below their names or above their names, or in my case right here, ish, I don't know, somewhere in this area. That person will be awarded an extra bonus die to make themselves more awesome with their rolling and their performancing throughout this game. So we appreciate every single one of those tips. They are what helps keep us going, both emotionally and physically. Do I need to be more specific than that?
No, you were very emotional and physical.
How many of those did you drop?
I just dropped 3.
Okay.
Early start for those of you playing the drinking game.
Yeah, that's still a thing that happens. Huh?
Maybe, it may not be, but if you are,
It's gone forever.
Now that we've got these like sweet trays and things, we're much less prone to drop.
oh boy,
Well,
buckle up.
everything's
We
relative.
just jinxed ourselves.
Oh, we're so focused.
So previously on Shadowrun Corporate Sins, we've already done the diddle. Mfek was hired by Dana Oakes, the current district attorney for the Seattle Metroplex, as well as Kathleen Shard, I guess like she's the council member, like the
I think
city
councilwoman of
councilwoman
the Orc Underground.
for the Orc Underground. I was trying to remember realign the new political system within the Seattle Six world. So Kathleen Shard, Dana Oakes, essentially hired Mvek along with several other runner groups to provide additional security for the election, specifically at polling places that they felt were at risk for hate crimes, murder, assault, hacking, magical attacks, just generally not super nice things. Despite Knight Errant's most loud assurances that they would provide all of the needed security for the city, Kathleen Shard and Dana Oakes, though not publicly, did agree that perhaps it would behoove them to have some additional security. This being the first election that members of the Orc Underground are able to vote in an election in Seattle after the passage of Proposition 23. So there is certainly a lot of contention around whether the newly acquired citizenship of these individuals, most of them being trolls and orcs who are resident of that area of Seattle. So Mvek went to their assigned location to help escort individuals in and out of the Orc Underground, with the idea being that if they were, subject to meanness, then Mvek would be there in their most adequate way to help support these individuals. So they did a pretty good job escorting people. Like, that went mostly well. Only one person got assaulted, and weirdly enough, it was the person that didn't actually have a gun. Just used words and got in someone's face and then made the troll angry.
He got his shirt stretched out. That's about all.
So they escorted people quite well, and then they were embroiled in an attack by the Troll Killers, a gang who clearly do not like trolls, and that also extends to orcs and somewhat to elves and dwarves. They're very humans only people. So they attacked the polling station, dealt some significant damage to the surrounding area. 3 civilians died in the attack, and several others were injured. And the polling station was nearly going to leave when Mvek managed to convince them that they would continue to provide security and help prevent future attacks on the polling station throughout the remainder of the evening. So the polls closed at about 8 p.m. There were still several people in line, and as the van leaves without a hitch.
We were leaving.
So Mvek is currently near.
Point of inquiry.
Yeah.
Do the vans transmit, as in the data has arrived at the central location, or do the vans store the votes and must arrive before those votes are counted?
Both. It is a dual redundancy system. So the idea is that they transmit votes, and then in case something happens in the transit, obviously the Matrix is owned mostly by Neonet in this area. If something happens to them, they can corroborate that information with the physical votes that are on the van as well.
So if we want to prevent hacking the votes, we want the van to arrive.
And I wanted to monitor the
Nothing
integrity.
happened. I just wanted to mess with you.
Okay, so she's gonna be Mainfram's not gonna leave very willingly and like part from these guys after seeing what happens. She does not.
So let's get to the moment when they announce that the polls have closed. They let everybody who is still in line know that they are obviously still eligible to vote, but no one else may join the line. It probably takes at least another 30-45 minutes for those people who were in line. You know, the evening is always a time when people still were at work and stuff, and so they're coming. And so it probably takes about another 45 minutes before the last person gets in and votes. In that time, you've had plenty of time to both talk with the drivers and the 2 personnel that were part of the van, as well as a number of the other people who were coming in and going and voting. You're also, at some point, Kathleen Shard will stop by and thank you for your work. She is much more able or willing to show face in this scenario, and also she's like there mostly to greet her constituents, and she'll sort of give you a kind of side like, thank you, appreciate what you've done, I heard there was an attack, I'm glad you're here. She looks at you a little bit suspiciously while you're dressed as Knight Errant and just sort of shrugs it off and is like, Shadowrunners.
Catherine likes Shadowrunners.
Catherine is not above using Shadowrunners, because up until pretty much this past year, she was not a politician. She was a leader of the Orcs Rights Committee, and they were a lobbyist group that was essentially trying to get Proposition 23 passed and get the Orc Underground recognized as a district of Seattle. So is there anything in particular you guys want to do kind of before, like, they're going to basically say, all right, well, we're packing up and heading out?
Yeah, I'd like to join them in the van and just buckle in. Be like, okay, guys, I'm ready.
I wasn't aware that you were coming with us.
Because it's a secret.
I mean, they let us know that you were gonna be here at this location. I feel like you've already gone above and beyond any expectation.
And that's why we're doing this, because nobody would expect it.
They kind of just like keep giving you this puzzled look and like they're not gonna say anything.
It was
at
on a
first.
need-to-know basis.
I feel like we should have needed to know that. And they kind of look at each other and they're like, oh, you know.
Look, it's your lives on the line until you get back to the station.
Both of you, maybe you can give me an intimidate. No, a negotiation. Both of you give me a negotiation.
I mean, he could make it more intimidating.
And Cromwell, I'll use yours as a support role for Elsie's.
Okay. Good.
Dan just made Claudia's night.
That's what I do.
You get 2 extra dice.
Oh, good. Because okay. 4.
Okay. They're not gonna tell you to leave at first, but they're like, we're still gonna be here for, I mean, at least another 45 minutes. Just chill, I guess. Hang out in.
Opening my backpack and pulling out this huge history book, and I'm like, okay.
Mainframe.
I want to just, as surreptitiously as I can, place a tracking device so I can make sure that the van goes where it's supposed to go.
Okay.
And I also exchange information with, is there anybody technology savvy in the vehicle? Or-
Yeah, so the 2 people in the van, one's a driver and one's basically like a network analyst.
Okay.
He's not a decker.
Right, and so,
But
I
he
give
is-
him some anonymized a way to contact me
Right.
if they need, if you, just like, look, I get it. You're fantastic, and it's really important work. If you feel like you're shorthanded and you need backup on the Matrix, please let me know.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very, very gracious of you. I mean, I mostly deal with the hardware and the plugging in.
Right, and you shouldn't have to deal with-
I spend most of my day telling people, have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again?
I hear you on that. There's at least one person in my group who needs a similar level of assistance on a regular
Yeah,
basis.
it's so frustrating.
Well, just thank
Probably
you for
the
your
orc,
work.
right? Or that blind troll.
Well,
Cromwell, right?
yes, and.
What? Who's Cromwell? I'm Charlie Hammer.
Is your name Charlie Cromwell Hammer? You introduced yourself as Cromwell earlier today. I'm so confused. I don't understand.
Yeah, the twins. It's very complicated.
Are we talking to Kathleen or the voting
The
guy?
the van driver.
guy. The people
The van guys only know me as Charlie Hammer.
Because he
Came
showed
by-
up.
but
He
we-
showed up half after the fight.
Yes.
But we introduced ourselves in the
You
morning.
introduced yourselves in the morning. These
Oh,
have been the
those are the
same
same
people
guys.
all day.
Okay.
Oh, they were.
So you came this morning and have been escorted. Like, they were made aware that there would be like people.
Oh, they have the button people.
Yeah, they have the
They're
button.
in the van, yeah.
They have the like rock the vote button. They were made aware that like Shadowrunners would be coming, providing some like support for people, like escorting people. Essentially, they weren't expecting you to like fight for your lives or any of that stuff. So they like you and they're impressed, but they're also incredibly confused. They didn't see before because Elsie showed up
Right.
well like into the fight, but Cromwell was there since the morning, and they're like, he has a twin?
Yeah, it's.
Where
I
did
know
the
the
one
odds. What are the odds, right? Like it's almost statistically impossible. But
Who's also
there you go.
missing his eyes.
Are they both blind? Were they born that way? I'm sorry.
Their
that
parents
seems
were very
rude.
cruel. They don't
Oh,
like to
God.
talk about it. They don't like to talk about it.
Oh wow, I feel really rude now.
No, don't. It's
No, I feel
fine.
terrible.
It's a
Super
natural
rude.
human. It's a natural human instinct. It's fine.
I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't know. I'm really sorry.
Oh, I'll forgive you. It's my twin brother you need to apologize to. He's more sensitive about it.
Right. I don't know if we'll see him again, but could you pass on a message for us?
I will pass it along.
We're really appreciative of everything he did and hope he was fine after that incident.
Ifrit really likes this person and their dedication to like make what is their name? She's like making a note.
I got this. Where did I put it?
What are...
Ha! Ha ha! Their name is Julio.
Julio.
Or
With
Julio.
a hard J. Okay.
Julio.
Mordecai goes around the market getting the names of all of the people running stalls.
Great.
So
I want to catch
Tell me
up.
all of their names.
I was hoping you would. All right, clearly we've
Gonna be
reached
one
an
of those
impasse.
I can do it. It's Emily, Zach, Mitch, Jordan,
Ryan,
Lady K. Got it.
Laura. QQ. Two separate people.
Yeah. They're
I want to catch
twins.
up with Mordecai real fast. Mordecai, could you make me invisible, or at least Odyssey?
I'm just buying some fish for cornbread. Sorry, what was that?
Would you be able to conceal me or make me invisible? I want to go with the van, but I don't think they're gonna put up with it in the sort of knowing about it kind of way.
Well, Sharky can conceal you. That's the best I can do. I can't do actual invisibility, but
I can stay pretty hidden if I have to.
all right. I call Sharky to me. He still has favors for the day. He appears next to me, and I take a bit of the fish that I've got, and I say, "Here, boy, here, boy," and I toss it to him. Snatches it out of the air, and then waves his fins, and Cromwell fades from visibility.
All right. I communicate this with the rest of the group. I'd say, I believe I could ride on top of the van without being noticed. If you want to have someone there in case anything goes wrong.
Aren't we done here? Like I would like to just go home at this point.
That's fine, Mordecai. You can go home. There's no harm done by going home at this point. There's just a few of us who are particularly passionate about making sure that these folks don't have to go through what they went through before.
I don't have anywhere to be.
What was that?
Over the comm. That's a new man. I'm like, I'm fine.
And these chummers seem alright. I wouldn't want him to get hit by a troll killer bomb or anything else on the way back.
As they said, we went above and beyond. You're fine. You're welcome to continue to contribute if you like, but it's totally fine if you just need to go home and get some space.
Is there more to do at this point is what I'm wondering. I mean, it seems like we've met the commitment that we agreed to.
Would you feel
as
good
far as
about
the
it
run.
if this vehicle comes under attack on its way to its final destination?
I'm not wishing violence or misfortune on anyone. I just would like this entire run to be over at this point.
Totally get it.
Do we know what the likelihood of that is? Can we, I mean, hey, if someone wants to watch my body, I'll scout out the route ahead and...
Well, let me just put a message out on the Matrix. Are you going to attack the polling place van? I'm sure that'll clear things right up.
All right. How long will that take?
So, we're probably... Oh, sorry. You can continue talking and then I'll... I'm sorry.
No, I think that's a good ending point. How long will it take for the world may never know?
To find out if people are...
Hey, are you gonna attack the van?
Just like every single...
checkpoint.
And Cromwell will be looking for opportunity to activate Traceless Walk to make himself much able to walk on top of the van lightly and hide atop it.
Okay.
I do want to clarify. I have my big sack with me.
Your big sack.
What's the big sack?
Her big sack.
Oh.
Santa sack with me.
I hope
Somebody's getting a lump of coal if they've been bad.
Fired
Just to be
explosively
clear,
from a
that's
rocket
Janine
launcher.
talking, because this is too sexy for us.
I don't think Santa turns them into coal. I think he leaves coal for them.
I'm pretty
From
sure
his-
he turns them into coal.
So is that where he gets the coal for the next people?
Yeah, it's from the ashes of the bodies of the people that have been bad.
All right. Oh,
It's a little early to be talking about Christmas. We still got 2 months. It's election day.
Look, are you guys
Thanksgiving.
saying you want to escort the van back? Like all is this what everyone wants?
This is what I think the three of us. Fang, I don't know what you're doing, but like,
I mean, at this point, we gotta. I mean, if everyone else, yes.
It sounds like Mainframe, myself, and Cromwell are all going to be providing support because we believe that the search for justice is not a 9-to-5 job.
Well, it's definitely 9 p.m. So it's been like 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. And we're gonna keep going. Cause like, at this point, everyone's been
Maybe it's
What
9 p.m. to
justice?
5 a.m.
What justice is there in elections anyway? Never mind. Don't answer that.
Well, even just the justice for the people who think they're doing the right thing by driving the van. Their innocence. We're looking out for them. They have already done too much today.
Fine. Look, I don't want to put any of you in danger. I'll follow behind in Van Helshark.
road trip. I think I'm also gonna be in Van Helshark because I'm not gonna be on the van. I mean, in the big van, which means we get to do Fang and Big Papa road trip. Da 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 da.
Well, I guess it's too late for me to change my mind.
Do you want to come on this?
Side note, I want to point out that there's clearly Christmas music playing in the stores already. It's November.
Oh, yeah.
It's begun.
It's like
In the
Halloween.
Sixth world, it
right?
starts in like June.
Yeah.
There is Christmas
it's terrible.
all year.
They have that one radio station that just plays Christmas from like.
There's like a month, the month of July they don't play Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Christmas in July. The month of June they
Is
don't
it
play
Christmas or Corpsmas?
Corpsmas.
Both.
That
And Corpsmas.
That's what the anti-establishment people call it.
Lauren's gonna wish us a Merry Corpsmas.
So we're getting into the
I'll climb
van.
on the
van
van
escort.
as stealthily as possible.
Go ahead.
I shed my armored coat in favor of my chameleon coat.
Give me a sneaking.
Right. Should be nice. And at this point, all the paralyzation is gone, I assume.
Yes. Yeah.
And
It comes back every time.
I believe they don't stack. Do you know what the concealment gives me as a
Concealment
disadvantage?
isn't anything for you. It's a penalty to
Right.
you being
And
Trace-
it's for 6 or 7.
6.
Traceless walk is the same thing, but more for people using auditory or trying to track me in any way.
Okay.
But visually, it won't really help me. All right, 7.
Okay. Excellent. I will remember that number.
And
by writing it down.
I very stealthily get into Van Helshark, and Van Helshark very stealthily starts down into the market behind the van, and I very stealthily jam on the horn for the van to move.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like it fits in Seattle.
I get in the car.
Okay, so let's do some scene setting for a quick moment.
Yep.
Perfect.
That's
it. So the polling wrapped up. You guys probably started having these conversations and figuring this out around 8 when the polls officially closed, and then they gave you had a little bit of lead time while people were finishing up there, and so they're planning on heading out around 9 p.m. Like they have to get close up and finish up and do all of those things. Make sure that their data did get sent off. They send it off at fairly regular intervals, and they seem pretty confident that none of that piece got interrupted. So now they're going to take their second cache with them, and it goes to City Hall downtown. So it's not going particularly far. Any of you who have been like watching the news or anything like that, go ahead and just give me like a logic and intuition.
Oh my goodness.
Mordecai has not.
Oh
been
my
watching
goodness.
The news.
I have orc politics.
Yeah,
I have not used that roll since I bought it.
yeah, you can add to orc politics.
Dreams come true.
I know a lot about Seattle.
Yep, you can add that too.
Is there anything that is applicable without having been paying attention to the news, or is
Yeah.
that?
Were you doing any astral, or was Sharky kind of wandering around at any point?
Yeah, I mean, I've been astral
Astral
perceiving.
perception.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
5, 2. You're not looking for
Cromwell doesn't trust mainstream news sources.
anything. Great.
I did ask
were you watching the Seattle street news? Like, those are all,
think
all
so.
options. Any news source.
Seattle street news, sure, but this is
Pretty good.
Cromwell.
They're pretty good.
It's a what check?
Logic and intuition, unless you have a knowledge skill. That
Not
is.
the applicant.
I only got a 1.
1.
Dream got a 5.
Okay.
Well, 2 hits.
2 hits. All right. So the 5s are pretty savvy. Like you have a constant news feed. It's the 24-hour every second news cycle. And so as soon as the polls close, certain areas are already starting to report results. And from what you can tell, the race is incredibly close. Like they're going to wait for an incredibly high number before they're going to even consider calling it. Right now, the main two are Jugashvili and Howard Cannon. Howard Cannon being the kind of more corporate-backed individual. Catherine Choi, who was the security person, is running lower than both of those. There's also been, you notice, there was a press release from Knight Errant thanking the citizens of the Seattle Metroplex for their support. And you distinctly see yourself and Cromwell on this footage.
Ruh-roh.
You also noticed that there was clearly aerial footage from your drone in that press release.
Well, that's... well, Ares gave me that drone. But... But we didn't aggress there. We didn't aggress.
Can we confirm what my disguise was
Yeah.
for that? Because I was wearing a disguise. I just need to know
How good it was?
how much
Your disguise roll.
Yeah, I just need to...
Use your edge. Use your edge.
You want to use some thumper dice? You have 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna use all 4.
No, just invite trouble. It's fine. We can handle it. It's cool. We have 8 more identities.
I don't know. My mafia family's really bad, yo.
Thank you, Knight Errant, for this came from the metagame.
Being fairer compels me to remind you that I have the negative trait distinctive style, which causes me to take a -1 to any attempt to blend in or remain anonymous.
Oh man, I forgot.
It's cool.
I am wearing my Knight Errant gear, but I'm also wearing my bowler. So
Yep. Okay. Great.
3.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You got 3?
Yeah, I rolled a lot of dice and I got 3. So actually, if it wasn't for thumper dice, I would be moving. Probably.
So, I'm going to take this little dangling plot thread and I'm going to put it over here.
Along with the other runs.
Along with like Fang's run.
Along with the drone being compromised and can't use that anymore.
The drone, and just all of it, it's all over here. You know, we're going to deal with this at some point.
Was that your little one?
The Strix one that Ares provided on a beta. So they've played their hand. Yeah, there's some shitless stuff going on there. Abusive.
Oh, I promise you, this was a beautiful gift that came into my Discord asks.
We're gonna burn it alive.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome. So,
So
places,
you also,
dark
so
places.
the race itself is particularly contentious. You know that there is a rally gathering in Westlake Park downtown by what's currently the Pacific Place. That kind of triangle where there's a lot of trees and lights and often homeless people. So right now it is a rally that is slowly gathering to hear the results. And this one is in support of Jugashvili. So several members of the Orc Underground are coming. They'll offer, some of them are like, we're gonna go and we're excited and supporting our candidate, and if you wanna come and join us for this rally, it's gonna be great.
if you're not from Seattle, you need to know this because it's a very Seattle thing. The park is specifically built for protesters, including a giant monument that like people with megaphones can stand on to rally their protesters.
Yep, it's pretty cool. And it's like this triangle in the middle of the city. So that's a good rally spot. But in the Sixth World, there's like big giant like Times Square screens displaying all of the news and stuff. So like the boats are coming in.
But the Seas Candy is still there, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely still there. It's like been built around and stacked up. You know, there's still
Sephora
and the Abercrombie and Fitch on the corner.
I mean, people are basically
Except it's like-
slaves, but the candy store is still there. So.
Wow.
Seder Crombie and Fitch.
Seder Crombie and Fitch.
the girl's on the
And-
block. Sam Abercrombie. She looks
I
like
know,
she's
I
a
know
girl
what
from
you
Sam
mean.
Abercrombie. Ah!
She Shiophora.
I failed my song goal.
The next 2 hours is just naming businesses.
This is in Seattle.
So we
there's
can
a lot. There's like 5 different soy boxes set up.
Just backpedal.
We're in Mordecai's van.
Claudia's focus.
I am trying really hard.
Yeah.
You guys are on the election van because we've all decided we are gonna put in a little bit extra overtime because it's always good to be on the side of Catherine.
Catherine, she is not a bad person. Her and Dana Oaks are not bad people to have on your side.
Yeah.
Dana Oaks, for example, can get you out of prison.
Yeah.
That definitely
That's
happened.
fact.
At least once.
I mean, I definitely,
We'll have to see how many times she can do it.
I
And
definitely
Kathleen Shark kept the Orc Underground together in all those years. They weren't official.
So if I have to hide, that's where we can go.
Yeah.
Right.
So the polling van is heading out. If you want to try and get their route somehow, you know that they're headed to City Hall, but beyond that, you don't necessarily know what path they're gonna take. So they pull out. They're in Post Alley right now, so they're gonna have to like go down and go around and up. Western, right? That's the street.
Mhm,
The one,
yeah.
the one right in front of the other side of the market. So then they're gonna go up Western. That's a one-way street. It's probably not.
No,
they're gonna
it's
go.
Western's two-way.
I want
go-
to occasionally, while I'm on top, move my vision down inside the van.
Okay.
I can't see outside when I do that, so I will just occasionally make sure everything's all right. But mostly, I'll just keep it up above a bit
Okay.
so I can survey the area.
And I'm
So-
an AR monitoring.
Where are you physically? Are you just gonna follow them? You're okay. So Van Hell Shark, Van Vote Shark.
Wait,
or hell on wheels.
I'm in the van.
they let you go.
She convinced them that she should be in. They also rolled 1 hit on being like she shouldn't be in this van.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
like
they just-
holding up my book and I'm using it to camouflage
They just
my
forgot about
gun
you.
that I'm like.
Okay, if you're in the van, then I'll just keep my vision like
Okay.
100 meters in front of the van.
So on the van, in the van, following the van.
Yep.
Shotgun.
Great.
And I'm monitoring
Wait, are-
on the Matrix because I've got a tracking chip on.
Are
the
you in
vehicle.
Van Hell Shark as well? Or are you in
I am.
Okay.
Wait, does she get shotgun or do I get shotgun?
I'll take back because I'm gonna be distracted.
Fang, no one could take shotgun from you. We all know that.
Well, my shotgun was broken. So I
What
have-
happened?
Oh,
What happened to your shotgun?
Can I help her fix the
it
shotgun?
got
Yeah, how fast can you work? Because you had a few hours.
Golden
so.
screwdriver, depending on how fast I roll, it halves the repair time every time I get a hit.
Okay.
In addition to those hits healing, so
Yeah, go ahead and make some checks for repairing your shotgun.
It was bricked. I still have 4 more bullets left, so I would like to use them.
I know from Fallout,
shells.
you can
Bullets in
use
your
the
shotgun?
parts
They're
of
shells.
discarded objects to fix a shotgun.
In 15 minutes, I take 5 hits of damage off.
Okay, I think you have to get 8 total
Okay.
because that's what, most it's double the rating in most ratings.
Another 15 damage will take another 3 off.
Okay, so in about 30 minutes you can more or less fix it. So you might want to take it like put some money into the repair at some point.
But it works now, right?
It will work.
Will it blow up in my face if I use it?
Maybe if you glitch.
I didn't glitch.
Maybe if you
She didn't.
maybe if she like critically glitches, it might blow up in her face.
I assume the screws are put in deeper than they were before because.
But in fairness, if she critically glitches, regardless of whether or not mainframe has fixed it, there is a small chance that it would blow up in her face anyway.
Will it do the thing where the end peels back and a big black cloud of
Yeah,
smoke
yes.
appears here and we can only see
and
her
then
eyes?
only her eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wearing the helmet, so then I'll pull up the helmet.
And then it'll just be yeah. No, exactly
We're ready.
like that.
We are so ready.
You are so
Shotgun is literal.
ready. Okay.
Gotta put this away.
Make a perception.
Everyone?
Yeah, everyone who is looking in some capacity.
I'm just driving.
This is my number 1 roll that we do.
I'm not perceiving
Yeah.
astrally while
I mean,
drive.
it's the same in like Shadowrun.
For it, and I also can very visibly see anything that's got motion detecting sensors on it.
Okay.
Although it's a city, so maybe there's tons of stuff. and
Probably. There's definitely like interference. 4 hits. 3, 1, 5, 3. Okay. So the van is taking a route. It's trying to somewhat bypass the rally, but in Westlake. But like this is how Seattle is constructed: is that there is no physical way to bypass anything in downtown Seattle without somehow being affected by it because traffic is horrible. So traffic is miserable. You are like bumper to bumper. The van is going incredibly slowly. Like it is a decidedly unsatisfying car chase if you were having a car chase. It's just like.
That's how Van Helshark can keep up. So.
And you know, so you're behind probably like half a block in terms of like cars and traffic. And you hear the sound. You probably pick it up first because it's sound related. Like the rally is kind of off. You're taking more of University, so you're a few blocks down that way. A few blocks towards the south. Right? Yeah. We're all on the same page of roughly how downtown. I feel like that's the map I should have had, is like the map of downtown Seattle.
It's great.
Pull it up on Google. So you're kind of pulling up University, and you hear like the sounds of the rally are not silent. And the two of you notice from an astral perspective, there's also a certain like charge in the astral energy in downtown Seattle due to like this crowd of people.
I'm not actually astrally perceiving while I'm driving.
And I think I'm probably not allowed to use my astral perception while I'm crypto.
No, and I'd say this isn't so much an astral perception. It's more of just like kind of your feeling as awakened individuals. You're like, there's a lot of energy in the air. Right now there is no like it's not affecting you. Right now. So.
Do I know what that means? Like, does that happen? Like, there's mana storms and that's common, or is that like, oh crap, there's a dragon here clearly, or is it somewhere in the middle?
Give me a magic plus logic.
Most of this is coming from the magic.
Yeah, I was gonna say, give me magic and magic.
You can just magic. Give me magic.
3 hits.
3 hits. From your experience, so like significant emotional events there are things like mana ebbs and mana warps, and what's before warps? There's something before a warp. Flows, thank you, or aspected areas. And so mana can like kind of shift either side. And if you're used to being in an area, it doesn't tend to affect you hugely. Things that can cause that to happen are like significant events, like a big fight might leave a slight mana surge in an area for a short period of time. Like a dragon appearing tends to kind of affect it. The reason you guys experienced there was a mana ebb is then void.
It was aspected.
It was aspected. And so because the Hestaby had been in that area for so long, and there's the Shasta shamans, and so like you probably could have eventually become attuned to it, and so wouldn't have had the penalties because it's shamanic. But
I spent like a month down there afterwards.
You probably are now. And so that's something that can happen is like if something's there for a long period of time. So like around the MIT, the Magic University, it's still MIT, but it stands for something different. Like that has its own sense to it. So you're not necessarily surprised that like on a night of the election where there's been violence, there is a rally, that there is some effect, like there is some astral effect.
Gotcha.
That answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Thoroughly, you're welcome. I may have read this page of the book last night. So you notice that is happening, and then you hear the sound of yelling and motorbikes.
Trouble.
Wait, do I hear it? I got a 1.
You probably don't hear it.
What do I see on the Matrix?
On the Matrix, you see several. It's kind of hard to see because there's all of the cars that are on the grid, so you're gonna have to parse through some of it. But you see some vehicles that look like they are not being autopiloted, and that kind of is to you a clue that like there are people driving them, and that's especially unusual in like a downtown sort of area. Most people are like, fuck this traffic.
Cromwell, did you say we have trouble?
Right, bikes, maybe gang related?
So what you notice is the direction is coming from the south, and so you're coming up on the cross street. Like if we think about them as parallel, here's where the rally is, here's the street you're coming up, they're coming across this way. So the likelihood is that they are heading in the direction of the rally, related to where you are.
They're coming from the, what's it called? The arcology up toward the rally.
Well, do we know that maybe they're friendly bikers? Just out for a good old-fashioned, siesta.
Is there a way I can snoop on their communications from the distance we're at right now?
Yeah, you'll take a -3 noise penalty.
Okay. But I don't need to mark them or anything.
Oh, you probably would to mark them. You can give me more, like, if you want a more detailed perception of those areas.
Let me just real quick mark one of those vehicles, and once I'll do a check. I only need one mark to do snoop, and then I'll roll for hopefully picking up. I will choose whatever's closest to us.
And before time progresses, I would like to do
Yeah.
As well.
I feel like you guys each have there is something coming. You each can take an action, and then I'll give you the next beat.
I mean,
4 hits on the mark.
You succeed.
Okay, Snoop is gonna be harder, but let's hope we roll better. Better. Yep. Out there. Yes. When you're like, there might be another hit in there. 5 hits.
So your Snoop. So the main thing that you hear is like kind of manic cackling and just sort of like rowdy noises. Like you don't hear necessarily like, oh, let's execute the plan Alpha. You're just like, help! And then you hear something that you would make out as like the word what's it? Hellhounds.
Hellhounds?
Hellhounds!
That's not good.
And some sort of mumbling number before that.
Fang, can you take the wheel and also the gas and the brake?
yes.
All right. Just be gentle with her. She's a sturdy girl, but she's particular.
I also want to point out, like, at this point, you guys are stuck in traffic.
Oh no, it's gonna be great.
It's like a big speech about it.
Like,
I mean, I can pull over. I can put on the
I
window.
like park it, and then I like we
No,
switch
'cause
over.
the van's probably still
and then
going.
I'll drop unconscious, and I'll astrally project to go over and see what's going on.
great.
For your body?
Give me your
I do
astral
jealousy.
perception.
5 hits.
5 hits. So you pop out of your body and kind of go forward and then slightly further south, and you just see people like barreling through on motorbikes through the traffic that's on the street. They're dressed in like leather jackets, and you probably can't actually make out what's on like any.
I wouldn't be able
symbols
to
or
like
colors or
read
anything.
symbols.
But you
or
see at least a dozen individuals on motorbikes like weaving their way through traffic.
Great. I snap back to my body. There's about 12 of them, and about how far away?
They're probably like a block away from you.
They're bearing right down on us.
They don't seem terribly bright. Is there any way we can conceal the van in a way that doesn't make it look like a target?
Well, are they coming toward the van, or are they heading to the rally? Like,
You don't know.
Well, first of all, I don't think they would target the van. The van is bitching.
Not
So-
your van, the voting van.
Oh, that
Shark.
van.
They might be jealous of Van Hellshark, but I'm concerned they would target the voting van.
I think they're headed to the rally, and I suspect that they're a distraction.
well, the rally is the orcs and trolls of the orc underground. If these are the troll killers, they're
Yeah.
absolutely just going to attack the.
Yeah, but I think the point is that, I mean, if they're being used by somebody, right? I mean, this sounds like these guys aren't very bright. They're just there to wreak some havoc.
What do we know about the Hellhounds?
I was gonna roll using
Yeah.
law enforcement to see
Oh.
if what kind of gang I would remember.
Anyone with Seattle knowledge
I
can
have
roll
Seattle.
Seattle knowledge.
Yep.
0.
Can I ask the internet?
Yeah, you can give me
Google.
matrix perception.
Google Hellhounds Seattle.
Problem? Question mark?
I got 5.
So the 405 Hellhounds are a go gang in the kind of Seattle Metroplex area. Like many gangs, they are not necessarily known for their like friendliness and their kindness. They are not like the troll killers in the sense that they are exclusively murder trolls, but they are largely, almost exclusively human in membership. So they are not like they're less explicitly metahumanist, metatypist than the troll killers are, but they're definitely not a welcoming group. You, as you were searching on the Matrix, get similar information. You also get a couple of hits on news sites showing not just the Hellhounds, but there has been like a definite increase in gang activity, specifically targeting groups of people. A lot of it directed towards metahumans, but there's just like an overall increase in like a surprising amount of violence, like a statistically significant amount of gang-related
In the last
violence
day or the last week?
in the last, like, 12 hours.
12 hours. So, election-related violence against groups of people. Elsie, you may be right. I don't know that the Taban is their target. If we had to choose protecting the innocents at Westlake or here.
Well, I smell something. Like, this is weird. I think this is really weird, but I mean, they're hellhounds. I don't think they really, like, they just want to cause some trouble, right? So, you know, I hate to split our focus, but
I was like, you definitely have the time to have this conversation because the car's been slowly inching forward. It's not even past the intersection yet.
I mean,
like the light changes color.
I think I should stay with the voting van.
I think I can get to the rally faster than than any vehicle.
As can I.
You're not astral right now. Oh, wait, no, but this would affect you. You two notice that the background count has actually ticked up to the point that it is affecting you. Right now, the background count is only 1. So, but it has noticeably ticked up.
Are you okay, Mordecai?
I'm fine. It's just there's a lot of emotional stuff that makes it hard for me to concentrate right now on my magic.
Look, I'm sorry that I know this is really hard on you, but is there anything we can do? I just...
Well, I mean, I'm here to help you guys out with this. I don't really have a horse in this race, so, I mean, Elsie, if you think this is a distraction...
I think it's, I mean, I don't know anything about magic, you tell me, but I think it's kind of, I mean, is this normal for the mana to be this weird when people are emotional, or is somebody affecting it?
Well, when there's this many people, it can happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen often, but there's a lot of people out here, and all of their auras are they're just making a lot of noise.
Elsie, why don't you come up here on the roof? I'll leave you my shield. You've got your sniper rifle, right?
Yeah.
You can defend the area with that.
You should head over to the rally, maybe.
I think so. It's bumper to bumper traffic.
More or less, yeah.
I want to use Traceless Walk to start running on the top of the cars, like leaping from car to car.
Cool.
What if we put out a big sign that said free beer, and just tried to distract them from where they're going?
You could do that with your Trid
Fantastic.
magic.
Yeah. You could say,
I mean, we don't know that they're out here maliciously.
On that moment, so you guys are only about maybe a block or so away. You see arcing through the sky a grenade, and it lands just short of the rally and detonates a large explosion.
We're
Several
terrible.
people in the rally are blown back. You hear the sounds immediately of alarms and sirens going off.
Guys, I don't think free beer is going to work.
Many of the cars immediately in front of you stop, and people are getting out and panicking and running, and there is
Jeez.
I'm gonna park.
there is chaos.
I'm
So
gonna
we're
park.
gonna probably keep this out of strict initiative until we need to, but we're more or less gonna be taking an action at a time.
Mordecai, can you do any sort of shield around those people at the rally?
I can't cast anything that large, but
Yeah.
I can start flipping motorcycles.
Great.
You know what you need to do. Also, that sounds awesome.
So the motorcycles are coming, and they're more or less at the end of that block, kind of right at the intersection that you're also trying to cross. Cromwell, you have gotten out of the van and have started running down the street. You've probably made it into the intersection on cars. At this point, it doesn't matter what color the lights are because people are not obeying any laws of traffic. It's like Seattle in the snow.
Oh no!
There's cars just sliding. A bus is going down the hill.
I was just about to
wiping
ask,
us.
have we jackknifed a bus yet?
There's a bus just actually probably as the blast hit, it probably hit one of the metro buses and it just jackknifed into the wall. And it's split open.
I say to Cromwell, hey Cromwell, did you have eyes on where that grenade came from?
Was I able to tell?
From one of the motorcycles. You probably can't
Okay,
get
so
it.
it came from a
One of
Exactly,
the
specifically.
motorcycles.
I'm
one of
gonna
the people on the
start.
motorcycle.
No, the actual motorcycle or a motorcyclist? I think is what she's curious about. Is there a gun? Wait,
I could have a grenade shooting motorcycle.
Wait, this might change how we run. Is there a grenade launcher in a motorcycle?
The grenade launcher did not appear to come.
Can we have a
down
motorcycle
the
that's propelled by grenades?
No.
Yes.
No.
Can get that.
Wait, we can't.
Yeah,
get
you can mount anything like onto it. Just has to have a sufficient amount of body in order to be able to take the.
It's not going to be
modification.
terribly stealthy if you do put a grenade launcher on a motorcycle. I'm just saying.
I wear a bright yellow jacket and bright yellow helmets.
Yeah,
Unlike the rest
but
of
they're not inherently menacing. Yeah. Anyway,
You also, at this moment, because let's throw more into the mix,
Great.
because I can. You see, coming down University Street towards you, you see like a number of people in. They're like running and through the street, and one of them is already blasting a flamethrower at cars. And they have like jack-o'-lantern masks on.
Oh,
creepy,
God.
grinning
Halloweeners.
faces. And like some of them look like scary clowns. One of them has a like a President Nixon face on, because that's still a thing. And there's a horse mask.
Is this the Purge?
Yes, it's the Halloweeners.
We're on Purge 49, right? Like Purge, the purgeoning.
The Purge, the Purgeoning 37.
Yeah, I hope
to purge, to purging.
so let's take stock of the situation. We have
Yes.
So we have an election van that has yet to get to its final destination with 2 innocents inside, and there are Halloweeners bearing directly down on the van.
Halloweeners are coming
Meanwhile,
towards you.
catty
Wait,
corner.
are the Halloweeners bearing down on the van? Or
Yeah. No. So you're here. This is the intersection,
Okay.
right? Over here. Yeah. So here. Over here is Westlake.
Okay.
It's like at the end of this block. You are on this street,
Okay.
going this direction.
Okay.
The Halloweeners are coming this direction. The 405 are coming this direction. And you're all more or less meeting in the same spot by a crazy random happenstance.
I call my Harley to me.
So where did you park it?
It's over. I parked it
By the market?
By the market when I climbed
Okay,
up on it.
it'll probably take a few minutes. I mean, it's a Harley, so it can
These
weave through
gangs
traffic.
don't like each other. Anything we can do to make them fight each other rather than rally.
Concealing the voting van would give them less of a target.
how would we do that?
I don't know. I'm not magical.
So, I think, this is what I gather, the voting van's not that conspicuous.
No.
That's, like,
Even with the giant tear in the side.
Oh, yeah, no, it does have that now.
Oh,
I
shit.
mean, there's some damage to it.
but,
It's not hugely
but I get the
conspicuous.
sense these are not gangs coming for this one van of all the vans. These are mostly just rioters looking to purge the city of metahumans.
Yes,
You can give
but
me a
I
judge-
wouldn't put it
anyone
past
who wants
somebody
can
to
give me a
use
judge
the
on that.
distraction to do something bad.
Yeah, like this is if there's 2 bike
Yeah, let's-
gangs who hate each other, then I feel like with a 3, I.
And this
guess
is,
that
I think, rolling judge intentions on me.
Lauren, are you just gonna do the things that we don't want you to do with a 3?
What do you want me to do?
I mean, yes, and I would like.
And yes, and I'll do even more things you don't want me to do.
I roll 17 dice for judge intention.
What? Why
You
did
have a super high charisma. I forget that because you are so uncharismatic.
Charisma isn't about being pleasant.
No, I know. For you, it's entirely for spellcasting, and I forget that. You could make such a good face.
Why have you never gone on a face mission?
Because he hates people.
Yeah, I'm charismatic, but I'm also misanthropic. So here we are.
Okay,
That's a big
so
word.
8, 3, 2, 4. This is hilarious. So it is unusual that there are 2 gangs in this location. It is also, however, just overall an unusual circumstance. It is an election. It is a contentious election. It has been one of the strangest ones in most recent history for Seattle. The corporations have scrambled and haven't consistently backed a single candidate. One of the leading candidates is not a corporate-backed candidate. That is almost unseen. The Orcs Right, the Orc Underground has voted in this election. So all of those things have kind of culminated in this moment that it's unusual, but it's maybe not surprising that this is happening. The fact that both of them are in this location, especially the 405 Hellhounds, because they're from slightly farther away, makes you think that there might be some level of like they are coordinated, but you don't necessarily know for what purpose they're coordinated. or necessarily
Coordinated
who
as
it's
in
coordinating.
they're working together?
As in, like, it's not just coincidence that they're both here, but they're not necessarily working together.
All right. Guys, I'm going to try something.
All right.
One more point of inquiry first. The Halloweeners are they're equal opportunity, right?
Yes, the Halloweeners are about chaos. Their goal is to freak people out and cause chaos. The 405 Hellhounds aren't like, we're going to murder all metahumans, but they're like, we're kind of terrible people.
We're gonna murder everyone.
Yeah, we're gonna murder everyone. The Halloweeners want to freak people out. The Troll Killers are, we're going to murder you if you're not human.
So, the Halloweeners are coming in one direction, and the Hellhounds are coming the other direction. I'm going to cast 2 Trid Phantasms, so that in front of either of them there will be a sign. One of the signs says, Halloweeners are pussies, signed the Hellhounds with an arrow pointing in that direction, and then the other one will say, Hellhounds are pussies, signed the Halloweeners, and pointing in the other direction.
All right.
So, yeah, this is gonna work. I got a good feeling. I'm gonna cast it at Force 7, and I'm going to use my 6 Thumper dice. And I should be able to do this with one illusion, just of 2 signs. Ooh, that is good.
How far apart are the 2 signs? Because I think you have a distance on Trid Phantasm.
So it's basically the radius of the spell is going to be 7 meters. If it's
Okay.
Force 7,
Yeah,
so.
you can probably just about do it. They might be slightly closer than you.
I could also up the force if I don't think that's going to be far enough. But
I mean, it's a full intersection. It probably depends on where on the intersection. I'd say if you can do Force 10, then you more.
let's make it Force 10.
Yes!
I'm gonna be resisting a lot of drain.
Big signs.
Let's see. 1, 2,
Could they be
3,
billboards?
4, 5, 6, 7 hits on that, and that's going to be resisted by intuition and logic for both of them. And then let's find out what this does to me. I've still got my towel providing me some assistance, but.
So, like, I appreciate that I also just convinced you to make the force of this higher.
Do you?
Oh man.
Remember that part where I have 53 dice and a mage named Mordecai to take care of?
That doesn't sound familiar.
How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's make it an even 10.
Helpers.
Great.
Thanks, guys.
Great. And let's see if I'm even conscious after this. So at Force 10, I have to resist 8. And right now, I'm at 6. So
Oh, did you account for the -1 for casting that spell?
I did not, but if I subtract the dice away, it's going to be the same. Yeah, I take 2 stun damage from doing this. It is thankfully still stunned because there were 7 hits and my magic is 7. Otherwise, it would have been physical damage.
And it's 7 is
But the magic rips through me. I'm clearly having trouble manipulating it to make these 2 signs appear at once. And clearly, this is going to have been a worthwhile gambit.
I'm happy about it. I think it's great. All right. Anyone else want to take an action before we move forward in time?
I'm just gonna start hurling a Tom. Well, if I'm gonna, I guess I want to get to the rally. No, there's a lot of them, right? Like
You're probably looking at about at least 20 people.
taking 1 or 2 down is not gonna help that much right now, unless I can throw a tomahawk really far. Do I see the guy with the grenades?
Yeah. I mean, you can throw 100 meters, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're within 100 meters.
I would like to throw a tomahawk at that guy.
All right.
The blind troll throws a tomahawk 100 meters.
This is.
Yes.
Into oncoming traffic.
Yeah, right? Like,
He's a moving target. I believe there is that doesn't lower my attack, that raises.
Raises its
as you As
But-
you Legolas over the cars.
But my newfound senses remove the penalty I once had for this kind of thing. So,
Do you have a -1 for background count?
How was throwing tomahawk?
do I for throwing a tomahawk? Just because I'm adept, is that how it works?
Do you have any? Your spell is an active spell, right?
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay.
Any active magic use. So killing hounds count towards it as well.
I will re-roll that then. And I got more hits, thank you for letting me. 7 hits.
We didn't count for him being on the vehicle, but that doesn't matter. Your net
I'm
hits are
assuming he's past 60 meters.
yeah. Your net hits are 4.
Hits are 4.
Yeah.
That's with the tomahawk. That does. Tomahawk. And I've gotten to throw it in a while. Net hits are 4.
Yeah.
It does 16 piercing damage.
Oh.
Any armor piercing?
I don't think it does. I think I dropped it off right there.
Whew. Okay, he's not dead. He has like a tomahawk like lodged in him. He's
his
like
throwing arm.
yeah, he had the grenade launcher up. He's like piloting with his knees because he's a badass like that, like driving with his feet on his chopper. These are all motorcycle terms. And he's aimed the rocket launcher and he is like yelling and screaming, "Hounds! Right, shiny and cool!"
Oh, God.
And then as he is yelling that, the tomahawk just lodges like into his open shoulder, and he's like, and he drops one of his hands. So he's still holding onto the grenade launcher, but like clearly has a dead arm.
I would like to try to break the grenade launcher. And is there any other weapon I can also break at the same time?
Motorcycles. Break all the motorcycles.
Like mainly if there's another grenade launcher on the Matrix.
There is one more grenade launcher.
Aha! I want to data spike both of those, please. And I want to use all of my thumper dice because I really don't like grenade launchers. 5.
You can do that.
Aw, how sweet.
Oh, so benevolent. So benevolent.
I'm just gonna add 5 dice for good measure.
Damn it. You don't need that.
You do.
Okay.
You want me to have that? That's how I track whether or not people are alive or dead. So they would just stay
They're
alive.
all
if they
alive.
don't have that.
They're all dead.
Unless
Wait,
they're enemies, then
yeah,
they're all
no.
dead.
Well, they don't track us.
Yeah, I don't track you guys. If I didn't have this pen, then they would all just be alive forever.
6 hits.
Ugh, your net hits are 3.
Ha! I'm still my deck is still set to fire humbows for no like I never cleaned it up from the last fight, so I fire some very large humbows at both of those, and the net is
Even
3
their grenade
plus 8.
launchers look like motorbikes.
13 matrix damage to both.
Okay, that one did alright. It's not great.
Humbows.
You brick one of them.
They're gone.
The
And
other
I
one
think-
is. And that's the one that the guy had just fired.
Of course. It makes sense.
All right.
I think I've climbed onto the roof of Van Helshark, and I'm
and-
just like, I've never had to work this hard to make signs appear, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. I got a good feeling, you guys.
Yeah, so you guys have taken some actions. I still got you 2 to go, so.
Yep.
I parked the car, as in I just put on the emergency brake and put the flashers on. Parked. And then I look around to see if here's my plan.
Yeah.
Don't tell Mordecai. I'm gonna open the door when a motorcycle comes by.
Huh?
You don't know if the motorcycle's gonna drive past you, though.
If it does, I'm gonna do that.
Unless you waited
It's
until
not
the car
gonna
got
do
in
that.
the intersection.
The motorcycle's gonna hit the door and
No!
Okay. I'll see.
I climbed to the top of the van.
then your van.
They're like, what's going on?
Uh,
Why are you?
I-
Is there someone on our roof?
The passenger
Yeah.
voting dude, I pass a taser and I'm like, do not let anybody take over this van. And then I like climb to the top and I take my lookout, like I take my bag with me, I get my sniper rifle out, like discreetly. Because I don't want to scare them.
Sneaky sniper rifle.
I'm just a girl who carries a shopping bag full of weapons. And then I say to Fang, would you like to borrow my Harley?
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to borrow
Wait a
your
minute.
Harley.
Am I on the comm channel hearing this?
Yes.
I don't know. Are you?
I think so.
I don't know. Are you?
Well, I think our comms are all active. So.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean,
He
is
hasn't
yours
pressed
working?
it lately.
Aren't you?
Hola.
I
Aren't you
think I made
driving?
you roll this in a while. Give me a logic and intuition.
Well, if it's anything like the logic and intuition that these gangs seem to have, then
It's pretty great.
doing great. I got 1, and I also glitched.
Yes, you do hear this. And you also think you hear, because Van Helshark is blah, 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 blah.
Parked. But you don't hear the parked part.
Yeah, you don't
I
hear
let
the
him
parked part. You just hear mumble, mumble, mumble.
Aren't you supposed to be driving Van Helshark?
It's fine. It's taken care of.
she's much better if she can get up and close to the bikers and take them off the bikes.
Fine.
2 thumbs up.
Mordecai, it's fine. I'll take care of it.
Okay.
I
Thank
know it's
you.
a manual.
You don't think I'll take care of it.
Thank you, Mainframe 3. Be gentle with her. She's a rough old lady, but she
bitch.
cares. She cares about how you treat her.
I have a deep respect for vehicles, and your vehicle is no different.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll send it to you.
So we'll say it probably takes. It takes maybe a minute or two to get there because it ducks and weaves through traffic.
Yeah.
So by this time, the 4 or 5 Hellhounds advance. They are advancing faster than the Halloweeners because the Halloweeners are obviously on foot and the Hellhounds are on vehicle. So the Halloweeners are still probably about a block or so away. One of the the Hellhounds. Wow, Halloweeners, Hellhounds. One of the 405 sees the sign and cusses loudly and launches a grenade at the sign
Oh.
because it is in the middle of the road. So anyone who had gotten more or less to the intersection, which is probably Cromwell because you were about that close. You had gotten into the intersection.
I was running toward the rally, which right.
Meant you had to go through the intersection, right? Because you went in and then
Yeah.
down the road. So you're probably on the edge of it.
Okay.
You guys are a little bit further back. So mostly
I'm in the van.
You're in the van. You're fine. The van might rock a little bit, but Van Helshark is farther behind
Bitchin'.
it. The other van's relatively close to the intersection, so I will see how it fares. It actually is probably okay. Like you need to go ahead and resist. Although you have the shield, so that'll give you. Did you borrow his shield?
Oh yeah.
So this is going to be. It's a fragmentation, so it's not so bad. And then it's. So you probably need to resist. You need to resist 10 physical, but it's armor piercing plus 5. So you add 5 dice to your defense pool.
Okay.
The van also resists that, and it resists all of it.
Ballistic shield is +6 to your
So you're probably going to be fine underneath that. You also need to resist 10 physical. Armor piercing plus 5.
Plus-
It should always have to be grenades.
So it's a so +5. I
Yeah,
get
plus
it,
5. So you add another 5. It's fragmentation, so that again tells you it's aimed at people, not at vehicles, because fragmentation are for soft, meaty, squishy targets, because it's a frag grenade.
Then
so
this
it-
person
poke
does
it.
want to kill the
Shrapnel.
the ride or the
The sort of
the
demonstrators.
demonstration.
Right, yeah. Frag grenades are meant to take out a large number of unarmored people. So Cromwell does not take a lot of damage, but only because he still has enough armor.
So
But he takes no damage.
time.
So they continue to advance. At this point, the 4 or 5 Hellhounds, I mean, they're spread out a fair amount. So, like, the first group are in the intersection, and then some of them, the rest of, like, kind of their numbers are spread a little bit down that block. The Halloweeners are still about half a block away. You can see some of them are already spraying cars with flamethrowers and yelling and screaming.
I feel
Smashing windows, terrorizing people. You see at least one person, like, smash a window, pull someone up, and go, rah, into their face because they're an asshole.
Do I feel like the signs are working, and that they will drive them together.
Give me judge intentions.
Haha, roll your
Yes.
7.
Roll your 17 dice.
So, can I make
6.
They're making him angrier, but a lot of them aren't really going to take the time to read a sign.
So many words.
They're very focused on chaos.
But they're like shaped like arrows.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know.
So the arrows really conveniently point them kind of in the direction that they were planning on going already.
Yeah, but it should like direct them to each other.
Yeah. You also suspect though that they don't intend to fight each other right now. That they again are weirdly somewhat coordinated. Yeah.
Guys, I hate to say it, but I think my signs might not be sufficient to.
I mean, it got one of them to detonate a grenade before they got to the crowd.
That's
They
great.
do have a limited number of grenades.
8.
What signs?
And just for the record, the next time the chance comes
no,
around,
one of
I'm
them's
going to brick as
been-
many of those
been
as I can.
bricked.
I don't think I can see the signs.
You can tell that they're there because they're. The illusion is actually multi-sensory, so
okay.
you can.
It's making the sound of a
There,
sign.
there is kind of like a sonar ping you can get off of
Okay.
it.
The sound. This is the
It's
sound.
It's just
of
Mordecai's
silence.
voice going, my hellhounds are pussies.
Hellhounds are pussies. Hellhounds are pussies. Hellhounds are pussies.
This is like, it gets to the point where it says it over and
There's
over
like a pair
again
of lips that
that,
speak.
that it loses all
on it.
meaning. Like
Good.
it just says it so much that
think-
like the words.
I
don't
think
mean
Mordecai is like unwilling to give up on this tactic, so the signs just get more and more ludicrous as they.
Are we on round 2
Yeah.
now?
Good.
Okay.
Wait, do we want to go in line?
You
Would that
decide
make it
what
easy?
order we go in.
Mainframe, you're planning on breaking the next one.
Yes,
so let's,
I am.
Let's resolve that.
Did this other situation, the grenade, it draw my attention to yet another grenade launcher,
No,
or was
this
that a
was
hand
the
tossed?
second one.
That's the
That
one
was the
that's-
second one.
he's-
Great.
That was the
he's
one you didn't break.
The
I
one
want-
I've injured. But
No.
No.
Oh,
the
The
other
one you've injured, theirs is bricked. This
bricked.
is the second one.
So I will go ahead and attack that, and because I've still got fork enabled, we'll just go ahead and also.
I mean, there's bikes. There's a handful of other smart linked guns.
The bike that's closest to the crowd, if I can get that without too much noise, I will direct.
Yeah, add 2 noise. If you want.
Maybe not. I'll pick something closer to
There.
the second
Okay.
grenade launcher.
Yeah, so you
instead.
can get the bike that
the bike
guy
it's on. That person's probably important enough. Oh, that is not. I don't like that at all.
4 dice.
I ran out of humbow.
Thumpers did good.
I ran out of thump. Oh wait, no, I didn't. But I don't. Okay, we'll give it a go. Thank you, Couch Warrior. We'll try.
Just in time. All 3?
Yep, and 2 hits. Two much smaller humbow come out. and just
it's like end
wink
of day
off.
humbow.
They're just kind of like deflated on one end, and they don't do
Yeah, no,
anything.
that didn't.
I hate grenades. That's all.
And grenades love you. Who else has something that they wanted to do?
I mean, I have something I wanted to do, but it's on the wrong character sheet.
I'm sorry, what?
What? Is it on my character?
No!
Wait, are you talking about like your exalted character?
No.
Okay, because I'm like, that one is
Um,
very different to Fang.
I bought something, but it's on a newer character sheet.
You didn't bring your new character sheet? Hey, remember that time you didn't bring your character sheet?
Yeah, it happens a lot.
Did you just make up your numbers?
I mean, I can, but
What did you get?
So Fang is like goes to the back of the van and like shuffles under the seat and pulls out a bright yellow baseball bat that she spray painted, and it just says "not Wolfblade."
That's a lot of letters for a baseball bat.
It's okay, it's in Sharpie. But no,
okay,
the
yeah.
baseball bat is yellow, and it just says "not Wolfblade" on it.
No bat blade.
It's bat blade.
It's not Wolfblade.
Not Wolfblade, and it's got like
Blade bat.
a wrap, and it's got even a little loop so that she could like swing it around her arm.
Ooh.
How fancy.
It's very fancy. It's
I'm
been under-
like
pretty
a
sure
purse.
the accuracy on
I'm
that's
looking for the
probably
damage
3.
value.
The damage value is probably strength +2.
Thank you.
That's
That's
pretty
what I was
typical
looking
for a melee weapon.
The
And it won't have any armor
accuracy
piercing.
is usually not limited. It's limited by your strength, I think. Not
Is it?
I think it's agility because I have clubs.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not. It's not limited to 3 unless it's an improvised weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, bang, how's that? Because I feel like this is a good time to smash some pumpkins.
All my melee weapons are limit 12, which I think is my strength.
I think it's your
plus-
physical limit,
I'm not sure
so-
where the +2 comes from, but
That's cool.
oh, it probably is. I don't know. Look it up. But
This is fine.
Rules. Cool. That works.
This is my improvised bat that I had planned that I didn't bring the character sheet to.
Your improvised bat? I think you bought a bat.
I did.
You went to Amazon and Googled.
The decorations are
Mine's
improvised.
bad.
I mean, well, there's no Amazon here now, so it's
Oh yeah, sorry. It's
Wuxing Prime.
Amazonia.
Amazonia.
Amazonia Prime. I mean, that's an actual country.
And then she just paints it. So it's honor. But
Great. So Fang gets out her. That's probably your action, is
Yeah.
getting out your weapon.
Yep.
Elsie.
I would like to see now that I'm atop of the roof of the van. Do I have line of sight on any of these dirt bags?
Halloweeners mostly. There's a handful. You could probably also get 1 or 2 of the 4 or 5 who are in the intersection right now.
the guy with the
But like you
grenade-
have pretty straight line of sight down University.
the second grenade launcher guy is still alive, I believe.
oh yeah.
He is. He is also further down though.
Yeah.
He is far enough that he was like, I'm gonna fire a grenade. He,
And
he
they're
did
in a
singed some
highly-
of his friends who were
They're
the
in a highly
intersection, but they were-
populated area, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So like the people who are in cars were fine from the frag grenade for the most part. Like their cars are damaged. The same thing as you notice that his compatriots are must be armored as well, because they did not seem to be particularly phased by the grenade when it struck the sign.
Okay.
I'd like to try to take one of them out with the sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Since I'm already.
Halloweener or 4 or 5?
I'll take out one of the 405.
Great.
And I'm gonna use 2 chat dice because my rolls have been all over the place.
Yeah. That.
Dump our dice. Ooh, 7.
Oh, your netheads are 3.
Who? Okay.
How many
so
thumper dice did you use?
what did I just use? 2?
Sure.
Yeah. So that's
Sure.
16 physical armor piercing minus 4.
Woof. Woof. Okay. You catch one. You get them like right in the femoral. So like bullet pierces through their leg. You
Oh.
can see like blood pooling out, and they're like, ah, and their leg seems to go slightly limp on the motorbike, and they're like, oh, 4 or 5! Shiny and chrome!
Ah.
Hate those guys.
So, like, I'm just this. I've wanted to be in a riot since we started this game.
Oh yay! I'm glad I could make that true.
It's the little things.
So I'm gonna do one more action each, and then we're gonna break into actual initiative, because more or less that's the point when everyone's going to be in the
Let's
same
do
spot.
it.
And the bike will have arrived by then.
Yes.
So you've done.
I still need to go.
You still need to go. Okay. So this has been like, these are kind of the last 2 minutes after there's trouble ahead, and they're all.
So I will. A question. Then one of the grenade launcher guys is still up.
Both of them are.
Both, but one has a bricked grenade launcher, which I assume Mainframe let me know about. I assume we have some sort of tactical communication going on.
Yeah,
Probably.
I take a lot of credit when I do things. So yeah, they're like, I did it.
Brick the grenade launcher! That one. Like on everyone's AR, it's just like a big red arrow flashing, being like, bricks, brick!
Brick emoji.
Yeah, I think there's just 20 brick emojis. That just
I want to.
Can't see.
I want to do a targeted shot at his vitals. I want to put the hatchet right between his eyes to do some extra damage.
Okay, this is the one that hasn't been attacked yet, right?
Yes. I'm hoping I can take him down in one hit, but we'll
Targeted.
see.
Roll those
For
vitals.
that, I'm going to use all 5 of my thumper dice.
Seems smart.
That's the only way that's gonna happen. It's -4 now. Roll. I'm gonna use one of my own edge to re-roll my misses. So I'll do that in a minute because that is not as high as I wanted it to be. 7.
Your net hits are 3.
3. Excellent. In that case, that is going to do. I just do that to make sure about that. It is -1 armor.
Okay.
Piercing. And that's going to do 16 damage.
That is like literally the worst. I couldn't even add thumper dice to make this work.
Add 34 of them.
I would have to add I would essentially have to reroll using. I got 1 hit.
I'm really strong, and I threw a Cromwell, I threw a tomahawk between his eyes.
I got 1 hit. I would have to add, assuming all of them rolled hits, I would have to add 8 thumper dice for him to not die. So he's dead. The tomahawk flies, beautiful spinning arc, and just lodges, piercing through the helmet because though he is in a go gang, still wears a helmet while he is motorcycle because you must protect your cranium.
Wow.
Be safe. Except from tomahawks, which cracks through, splits the helmet open, and then lodges itself into his prefrontal cortex, and you can see brain matter and blood oozing out as he falls backwards off of the motorbike, and the bike spins off and crashes into a car.
Are we close enough to see that?
Probably not.
Snicker snack went to tomahawk blade, Kaloo Kalay.
Did he just lose his mind?
What just happened?
Not just.
You got 1 kill and I got 1 maim. I've got to catch up.
I thought we were.
All right. So Mordecai and Elsie, I think, still need to have an action.
All right. So giving up on the sign illusions, I'm going
Are you
to.
sure? You can keep them up.
Something tells me it's just not in the cards.
Anything you can do to keep him away from that rally.
Oh, well, I don't know how much I can do, but I think I know someone who can. And I want you to picture a low shot of the side of the van, and roaring over the side of the van on an astral motorcycle, Sharky is riding side saddle, wearing biker leather jacket.
Yes!
And with an 80s headband.
I love how many costume changes Sharky has. Like a magic girl.
And he's just got a huge toothy grin as I instruct him to engage the gangs, and he's gonna head out to the motorcycle gang, the Hellhounds.
Is he on a motorcycle, or does he have 2 wheels?
No, he's sitting side saddle on
Who's driving?
a motorcycle. He is.
Oh, he's sitting side out like this, not in
Yeah.
the side compartment.
No, he's not. He's not in a sidecar. He's actually
He's just being very ladylike as he does it.
Okay.
He's just on the
He doesn't
motorcycle.
have legs, so he can't straddle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for fixing that
And
picture for me.
his fins are awkwardly moving the handlebar.
When Mainframe, do we see this?
Oh yeah.
When Mainframe sees
it's
this,
majestic.
she has a moment, and then she changes her Matrix persona so that she looks like a member of a Sharky gang, sort of it's kind of like a Sharky.
The shark girl.
Yeah, shark girl.
Shark lady.
Yeah, it's a shark girl. It's a cute little. It's got a little skirt, but fins on it, and, but a hood
And you're a
of
shark.
another of a
You're a
fin.
shark.
He's a shark. He's a shark, and they're all jets as far as he's
It's
concerned.
well, we might as well make it look like another concerted effort.
This is. I love it.
Beautiful.
Sharky,
Shark
without
girl.
knowing anything about the Matrix, still manages to growl his approval.
Oh.
Elsie, I think you haven't.
I just shot somebody.
Oh, did you? Yes, you're right, because you got on the van. All right, so with that, everybody roll initiative.
Thank you. I'm gonna. And the motorcycle pulls up. Right next
The motorcycle
to me.
pulls up, so you'll be able to get on it.
Can't tell if it's good or bad. I think it's good.
Great.
Oops, what am I doing?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I don't think I rolled 15 initiative.
No. No.
This is I have to roll this good to be able to get this one. This is okay.
have to do math. because
So I
of
used
the
a point of
thing.
my own edge to blitz.
Okay. That seems smart.
Yeah.
24.
24. Elsie.
Hold on just a second.
Uh,
32.
Nice.
Wow. 30.
Rolled and still an AR, so 14.
AR is augmented.
I'm 32, and Sharky is 23.
Of the two of you, who has higher edge?
Which
I
two?
have 5.
Okay.
Oh, you
probably.
have more edge there.
All right, Elsie, you are up first.
Great. I want to target another of the 405 if
All right.
I see anybody.
Yep. Do you want to take down the one you maimed?
Yeah.
Okay. That seems just easiest for all of us. Cause
Yeah.
then you can
And
be dead.
I'm still just working on the sniper rifle.
Look at you being a sniper. He is wounded, so he takes some penalties.
Ooh. Woo.
I don't like that sound.
Okay. 4.
Net hits are 2.
Woo! Great. So that's 15 physical armor piercing minus 4.
That will take him down.
Great.
How do you shoot? Like, do you want to describe this, or do you want me to give you a nice bloody?
I'll let you
Can.
do it.
Oh, excellent.
I want to make sure we feed your
So
bloodlust.
your first shot had gone into his femoral artery,
Right.
and like the blood was
Yeah.
oozing out on his leg, dripping down. See the
Yeah.
splatters on the sidewalk. The second shot, it's beautiful. It's clean. It pierces straight through his chest and just like tears through his pulmonary artery.
Ooh.
And like, if you were close enough, you could hear the gasp and the wheeze of his breath as his lung collapses in on itself, and his heart gushing out blood because you pierced an artery.
Ooh. Is he dead?
And then he slumps forward onto his motorbike, and it topples to the side, and it skitters across the ground. And then explodes because...
Yeah.
I'm sorry, wait, that's how it all
Directed by
happened.
Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking this is twins
And then you turn around and walk away.
on the bed.
I yell to the rest of the game. Hey, jerks! You want some more?
Shining and Chrome!
They love classic movies.
They're really into it's like their favorite.
They just play this one movie on repeat.
They actually only play like one scene from the movie
Oh.
too. Just that over and over
it.
again. All right. Next up, Mordecai.
Cool. So here's what I want to do. I'm gonna spy one of the motorcycles, and I want to get one of the ones. I'm actually going to levitate the wheel rather than like the front wheel rather
Okay.
than the actual motorcycle itself. That should be easier for me to actually like. It's mostly just rubber that I'm lifting, and I want to just try to flip.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get one of the ones that's trying to that's actually moving at a decent speed enough so that I think I can flip it. And I'll attempt.
I'm gonna
to...
make this opposed because someone is actively driving it, and so
Okay.
you're and also because there's momentum that you have to deal with. Like you're trying to stop something, not just like lift an inert object.
Sure. So let's do force 7. And I've got a penalty from the background count. It's a little harder for me to manipulate the flow of mana. And I've got 4 hits, which, if it's successful, should be sufficient to levitate the whole motorcycle. But that depends on...
So you have one net hit, so it is sufficient to like you would be able to grab and do like one sort of action with the levitation. You could stop its motion. You could, and so depending on what you try and do with it, will determine what the result is.
Actually, that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to force the front wheel to like just completely stop.
Okay.
So that the
Yeah.
back
So
wheel.
so you see this happen. The front wheel, like you grab it, and like the momentum and the astral signatures of the area kind of make it difficult. But you grab it, and essentially you like pull it backwards with astrally with your levitate spell. So it grinds to a halt. You see the rest of the inertia of the motorbike sends it forward, and the back wheel spins up, dumping the rider over, and the bike slams and lands on top of him.
Yes. And the mana courses through me to do that, and I just barely just barely am able to control it so that it doesn't damage me.
He's gonna resist that.
Yes.
So he seems to groan underneath the van, but is mostly just bruised and not bloodied. Like, ugh!
Whatever. We'll start with bruising and go from there.
Okay.
Ah.
Next up, Fang.
Great. I already know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step on the motorcycle, and then
It's a Harley Davidson Scorpion. Just so you know.
And like this is the first time we've been able to drive it, but there's not a lot of time to wait. So I'm gonna go with that in right hand. Left hand's gonna go vroom, and I'm just gonna skyrocket towards the Halloweeners.
I send a message to Fang that I'm like, don't worry about messing up the bike. Harleys are meant to rumble. You just go.
And I'm using 3 thumper dice on my drive roll because this is something I don't want to mess up.
Yep.
Okay. It's actually probably enough to drive it. 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just want to make sure that like
So
I'm
while
not
you're
gonna-
on a vehicle, you need to do a vehicle action at some point in the entire combat turn.
Yeah.
In order to maintain control of it. I might make you add a penalty or bonus
Yeah.
to some other action depending on what you're trying to do while on the vehicle.
No, that's fair, but I just want to make sure my first one was
Yeah.
so that my other turns can just be murder turns.
Yeah, so you go vroom, 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 and you like weave your way between the cars, vroom, vroom, the stop
I
traffic,
wanna
the
do
screaming
one-
people,
One of these whip the bat in my head.
and you probably knock the roof of a car as
Good.
you're going past it and smash a poor person's window.
It's okay. Motorcycle helmet
Fang.
on. I look like I belong.
Dang. So one of the 405, seeing that there has been like attacks and bullets aiming towards them, is going to kind of wheel around on their vehicle and fire a round. Who can they see? That's a good question. You're still concealed, right? Although, given the tomahawks might have broken that.
But I threw those tomahawks like 100 meters,
Yeah.
so I don't know that they knew where they came from. It's up. I mean, I'm sure I'm very.
Yeah.
Visible.
You're on top of the van.
I'm on top of the van. I'm little though.
Yeah. and you're tucked under a shield.
I'm
so.
on top of
But I'm
an
still on top
armored-
of a van.
An
Yeah,
armored
okay.
car to go.
And I just yelled at them.
Yeah, you did.
Really?
You're also charging forward, but we're gonna do a yes and a no. They aim for Elsie.
All right.
This is invigorating.
I yelled, bring it, creeps!
Oh, jeez.
As I like just punch.
And they're opening up a full auto on you, so
She'll do
take
your
a
job.
-5 to your defense.
All right.
On the bright side, I'm probably about to lose my concealment.
On the bright side,
The moment you go
Lauren's
berserk.
bright side.
All right.
gonna erase all the cameras.
Uh-oh.
So I'm glad you have a shield.
Oh yeah. Right.
That doesn't go into your
That's-
dodge roll.
that's
This
your-
is just
that's
whether or
your
not you got
dodge roll.
hit.
Yeah. Okay. So 1.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
So
Full defense?
Oh, yeah, you might want to do that.
Yeah, I would-
Because you are going to need to it was a full auto. 16 physical damage, armor piercing -2.
Yep.
Full defense.
Full defense.
Full defense.
Wait, are you prone on? No.
no.
But you have a shield.
Yeah.
66.
Full defense.
Your choice.
I know it sucks.
I will go full defense.
Yeah, see.
It'll also count for every other attack.
So I don't think I've done this before. So how does this?
So you add your willpower now to your I think you
Wait, your willpower is not that great, so it's actually not that advantageous.
Yeah.
okay. So then you may not want to.
You just made me edge. That's all.
Yeah.
So we'll undo the full defense.
Can you be
and
too
just-
pretty to hit?
Too pretty to hit.
It's an actual quality.
I
You
actually,
could instantaneously
You know what?
gain.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
I would actually like to use
You've
a
got
point
the
of my
combo.
own edge again because I have so
You
much.
can instantly gain that one.
I'm just gonna.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
As a
it's
GM,
your-
I'm going to use GM discretion that you can't gain a quality in the middle of combat.
But what if you're like, I feel it.
But what if you trip and fall in a pothole?
I'm just re-rolling my
You want
misses.
Elsie
How
to
about
not
that?
die.
Great. Now I have 3.
Okay. Well, that's one more, so you only need to resist 15 physical damage. Armor piercing -2.
Okay. Let's see.
You have shield. You have 2
shield is
thunder
6.
dice.
Is the van still moving?
No, it's hard.
No, it's not.
So I'm gonna use my 2 thumper dice, and the shield is 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
I'm okay. I'm actually pretty hardy.
Pretty.
Pretty hardy.
For
For a 15-year-old.
Well, you know, I work out and I'm very small, so I'm
You're compact.
yeah. So the shield is much bigger than I am.
I might actually say, because you're not, like, if you... I'd probably say that the shield, like, it's a troll-sized shield, right? Did you get it modified?
It's. I had to pay the troll cost for it.
So it's troll-sized, so
Yeah.
let's give it an extra +2, although if you try and carry it anywhere, you will take a penalty to moving with it. Another 2 dice to your resist. Because it's bigger, you can fit more behind it.
So it hits, and I do the whole like Captain America thing where like the shield, and I just move, like I get pushed back. But I stay standing, and I'm fine.
Alright. Alright.
Nice.
You are hardy.
Between
One of the other ones, I actually realized there are several of them, so one of them's gonna take a shot at you.
Great.
How many do we have to fight before, you know?
Yeah,
They
can we
break
call
off.
Can we
can we
call
call
911?
911?
I mean, they're probably on their way. Like, it seems pretty likely.
I think when the downtown is under attack from multiple gangs, it's not like
It's not like they're just gonna sit on their ass.
Where is Knight Errant?
Yeah, they said that they were gonna protect.
Well, they heard
So,
your guy was-
I am going to go full defense.
Sorry, we're getting too.
Because otherwise I will die.
No!
Those are hard dice.
No, these
they're
are my
not.
dice.
Dice.
I just have to.
Oh.
Let's see. All right, that's a bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
You succeed in dodging.
I do a little cartwheel on top of the van. The bullets just like shoot through like the holes that I
Going on with
create
you.
the negative space.
I'm gonna see if any of them noticed Cromwell, but they are on a bike, and they are taking a significant penalty to noticing him. They do not notice him. So they, several of them just drive past you.
good because on my turn I'm gonna try to jump onto one of
Yeah.
those bikes.
So they clear the intersection, coming, and there's probably 3 of them have cleared the intersection. 2 of them are down, 2 of them are injured, and then like 2 are in the intersection and 2 are about to get into the intersection. And then the Halloweeners are more or less staying in a group. I'll draw myself a road.
No, it's
and
cool.
that makes it Cromwell's turn.
All right, I would like to jump onto one. How do I do this? I want to jump onto one of the motorcycles. Try to get whoever's on it off of it, or else just have them be unconscious under me, and take control of the bike.
Okay,
I'm
so
going
you
to
want
spend some
to
edge.
jump on a motorcycle. You basically want to pull someone off the bike while getting on it.
Yeah, I want to speeder bike it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to hijack like an Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take your key.
Return
Throw
of
him
the Jedi.
into a building as you're driving by.
Okay, so we're gonna make this kind of 2 parts. So the first one is going to be grabbing the person and then pulling them off.
Okay.
And that one is going to be I want you to give me a strength and reaction.
Yes, I will happily.
Or actually unarmed combat and reaction.
I will even more happily do that.
Because that's to grab someone and grab them quickly. And then we'll do a gymnastics to jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it.
Okay, that is 19 dice for me. Seven.
Okay, let's make this opposed. Jump on it. They will be surprised. They're unexpecting. Yes, you very much succeeded. Grabbing them, you have a real, like, as they go past you, have a very firm hold. Let's, either way, you're gonna get to pull them off the bike, but to see if you can execute the maneuver of pulling them off while leaping onto it, in some capacity, give me a gymnastics.
Okay. Gymnastics. If I roll high, I want to throw them onto a sign above and have them humorously slide down with a squeaking noise.
Or glass wall.
However, my gymnastics are not that high right now. They're a little higher than normal, but I'm gonna use an edge to re-roll that. Because I really want to throw them against a sign. That's better. 4 hits.
So you managed to pull him off the bike and kind of like flop yourself onto it. It's not the most graceful. You're definitely not going to be able to like throw him intentionally in any direction. So he like skids on the ground, kind of lands and smashes into a car that's in the intersection. And you're gonna need to take a turn to take control of the bike.
My backwards on the bike.
Probably. Because it was going in the opposite direction and you were facing it. So you're gonna need to take a turn to get control of the bike, but you are on it.
Okay.
So there's one kind of in the intersection, and he's gonna resist this skidding damage. And he like grazes up. You can see the rough marks. Like if he wasn't wearing clothing, he would be seriously cut up along his side and like missing chunks of flesh. But he's not. It's mostly just bruising. He is going to have nasty, probably a broken bone. All right, Sharky.
So Sharky is riding his astral motorcycle, and he pulls up alongside one of the other motorcycles, and he does a quick U-turn so that they're going to each other. And he's just going to sort of like rock into the other guy's motorcycle. And so he's using his accident power to try to cause that guy.
Does little spikes come out of the wheels of Sharky's motorcycle? Like
they're little
shred
shark
the
tooth
tires?
spikes.
Oh, good. Like deflating.
And so he's going to try, basically, if it succeeds, then this guy will glitch his next action.
Yep.
And he does take a penalty, however, from the background counts as well in attempting this. And this is versus reaction and intuition.
Okay.
I'm going to use my 5 thumper dice.
Yeah. All right. Well, fine. I'm going to use these 4 thumper dice.
No, I'm not. 5 hits.
Your net hits are 1, so it succeeds.
So he will glitch. And that's up to you
Glitch
to
his
determine.
next roll. All right. I will determine what that is. Mordecai has already gone, but you were bumped down there. So the Halloweeners continue to approach, and like their mob has more or less made it to the intersection, and they're really just spraying people down with flamethrowers because they're super classy like that.
Yeah.
You, even though you were concealed, you are probably one of the only ones who are in the intersection and in the crossfire. So you're gonna get attacked with a flamethrower. Go ahead and take a +2 to your dice pool to dodge it.
Okay. And it's just a normal defense with
Yep.
2 extra dice. All right.
Have you made it to the intersection not yet, Fang?
I mean,
Probably.
probably. I'm in a motorcycle. I'm making a bunch of noise.
Also dodge a flamethrower.
Great. I get -2?
No, you don't take. He just can't really be seen, so he takes
4 hits.
4 hits.
So I just do no.
So you need to resist 12 fire damage, and it's armor piercing -6.
12 fire damage.
Very close range, though.
6, that's my chameleon coat. I'm still taking, it's still -1 for my background
No.
penalty.
No, it is not. It is only if you're using like an active power for
Okay.
you, or you're actively dual natured.
Right. Which
5. Yours separately.
I have to
Fang,
resist how much damage?
you have to resist 12 physical.
12?
Armor piercing -6.
Yes. Cromwell is lit up in flames.
Upside down on a motorcycle. Or,
Backwards
also
on the motorcycle.
roll your armor plus fire resistance -6.
That's my armor's.
We need to see whether or not you're on fire.
We having a Ghost Rider moment.
I can't remember what I rolled for
We're gonna
the
have a
armor.
ghost moment.
You roll your armor plus its fire resistance
Like-
minus the armor piercing, which is 6.
The armor value.
fire protection
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
it's listed there.
Yeah. That's.
You got a lot of hits too on the attack.
Jesus Christ.
9 hits.
versus, I think it's versus my number. You succeed in not catching on fire.
Yeah!
So you are not permanently on fire. Fang, you feel the rush of heat as it goes next to you. You think that if you didn't have your helmet on, it might have caught the hairspray in your hair on your pompadour, but you have your helmet on, so you're okay.
I think it's funny that you think that.
Cromwell does not go berserk.
Ah!
It's nice.
It's the little things.
Main
Small
frame.
victories.
All right. So first things first, there's still at least one active grenade launcher.
There is.
So we're gonna repeat that attack.
Yes.
But now I'm a magical shark girl and the Matrix, and for whatever it's worth, I want to make it seem like we are also a gang that they should be afraid of. A gang of sharkers. We're sharkers. And so, yeah, exactly. If I could fire with actual snaps, I would, but
You know what? I'll allow it. An auditory
auditory snapping
and a dancing
status
shark.
spike. So I will. What is the status of the bike underneath the person who's running the grenade launcher?
Still running.
Still running. So then those are the two things I shall data spike. Do better this time, dice.
You could do it.
And well, the bar was low before, but it is better.
2 hits, yeah.
That is still not.
Whoa!
Whoa!
What?
Whoa! What?
Whoa.
What?
Ah! Ah!
Turnabout is fair play.
Alright, come and get it!
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Oh my god. So that's a really good timing for that. So. Well, I was going to get. I was going to get 3 hits, but now I get 6 hits.
That's way better. That is actually double the amount.
Yes, I used 5 thumper dice. Thank you.
Net hits are 1.
All right, great. That is 11 matrix damage to both devices. The snaps come quickly.
All right.
They're not as fierce. They're more fierce in the Matrix, I swear.
Oh, they're terrifying.
And I just want to paint the Matrix. The Matrix is chaotic right now. We're in the middle of a city.
Oh, yeah,
It's like Tokyo on New Year's. Everything's lit up. It's crazy.
So the grenade launcher goes down. You see it blink off of the matrix.
They immediately send bricks via comlink to everybody. Brick and grenade next to each other, and smiley face to everybody.
The bike appears to still be working, but it is damaged.
Okay, I will take it. Thank you.
All right, that brings us to the top. Elsie.
Yeah, do I have more gang members in my sets?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of Halloweeners that are, like, in your direct line of sight.
Great. I'll shoot one.
Please shoot so it goes over my head and rips my jacket open with your bullet. That would be so cool. Like, just over the shoulder. Because it would be cool.
I'm a better shot than that, so...
Do you want to resist some damage?
I'm flashy. I want everything to be cool.
I'm going to use 3 thumper dice because I
How many
can.
did you use, mainframe?
Oh, love that sound.
Sure, how many thumper dice?
5.
Okay.
Ooh,
Fingers do not want to bend.
6.
6?
Yeah.
Unit hits are 1.
14 physical damage, armor piercing -4.
I don't like the -4 part, so I'm gonna add 3 thumper dice because that's how many came into my hand.
Okay.
This is a good, feels like a good number of dice in my hand. 14, did you say?
Yeah. Armor piercing -4.
Well,
You picked up one of the Halloweeners, right? One of the Halloweeners?
Yeah.
4 or 4 or 5. There it was, starting. Damn, he goes down. It pierces through his mask, and you think for a moment that he might be okay, and then he just crumples to the ground with a. They don't really use words.
I yell at their group, and I say, "You're not scary at all. You don't even seem like very Halloween-y to me. You seem more like Labor Day or President's Day. Like nobody really considers you."
All right.
it's harsh.
Thank.
Okay, I'm at the point where I'm close to them, right?
Yes, you are within melee range of 4 or 5 Halloweeners, so you were through the intersection.
Cool. I want to hit one with a baseball bat.
Yeah, do it.
Which kind? Which gang?
The
Someone on a motorbike or
Halloweener.
someone with a flamethrower?
With a flamethrower.
Okay.
I want to hit them with a bat.
Yeah,
Okay.
that you can do that.
Do I take a penalty to them on a motorbike?
So I'll give you 2 options. You
Okay.
can add 2 for a charge, but then you will it'll be easier for you to glitch.
You know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So it'll be 1 less to glitch.
Be
We'll
safe.
do one less
It's
for a
1
glitch.
less for a glitch.
Okay, so I'm rolling 12.
Yeah.
5 to glitch.
Oh, to glitch. Can I add? No, I don't.
Temper dice.
I'm gonna add a number dice because I
Do it.
love baseball bats. I'm gonna add 2, please. Are you kidding me?
What?
Oh, don't we get 2 edge each?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
I'm glad somebody was.
literally, I got 1 hit and enough glitches.
Yeah. Are you using your arm?
I am using my arm.
Two-handed?
This is definitely using my left arm
Okay.
for the baseball bat. Which
You're re-rolling, so you may not have glitched.
I mean, you could roll.
Roll like the wind.
I just feel.
What is going on?
Did you glitch?
No,
Oh.
but I got 3.
You got 3 hits.
I'm gonna just assume like
that was, in fact, a glancing
You
blow.
have 2 edge. You can reroll your misses.
you can't use
Can't
2
reroll.
edge.
Yeah,
Oh,
you,
you
she already used an edge to
That
reroll
was
her
the edge.
misses.
Yeah,
you
I
did
got 2
glitch.
more hits.
On the plus side.
I didn't. But that's what happened is there was a moment where the arm was like, going too fast, turn off. Or like, are you a passenger? Like with Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
And I just be like, yes, okay. And so there was a moment.
And they like duck out of the way.
Yeah.
A new weapon. You have to
This
just
one has the
End
Nixon
up punching
mask,
him
and
and
they're
like with the fist that's holding the baseball bat.
Yeah.
but not with the bat.
Yeah.
All right, one of the 405, that 3 of them continue further down towards the rally, so they are through the intersection. One of them is now incapacitated on the ground, or seems to be. They're actually going to like scramble up and try and hit you while you're on the bike.
So they're standing up as they're moving and attacking me.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they're going to take a penalty to attacking you.
Okay.
I'm gonna add 3 comfort dice to that.
Seven defense.
He misses. So he like lurches to his feet. He's like, "That's my bike!" And like comes up and tries to smack you with his gun.
Cromwell backwards on the motorcycle lifts himself up on the seat and the bullet goes under.
Great. The Halloweeners, you're attacking Halloweeners, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So they probably don't go towards you. The one who Sharky is next to, he's going to try and attack him. He's gonna like try and ram his bike into Sharky.
Ugh.
Because he doesn't really understand spirits. He's kind of dumb.
Alrighty.
I mean, either way, he glitches, so.
Holy shit.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
Thanks, Thumpers.
Don't mess with the
So he starts like trying to crash into Sharky, and Sharky, being a shark on a motorbike and not an actual human being, just like lifts the bike into the air, does a barrel roll over him, and then lands on the other side. So the guy just continues to like drift to the side and smashes into a wall. And the bike like skitters and stalls.
Sharky is pleased.
Sharky is.
And he takes some damage. And some more of them continue to move forward. One of them is going to open fire at Sharky. It's a full auto, so take a -5 to your defense.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna add 3 of these.
Oh, well, I think I'll also add 3. And that's 6 hits.
Damn it.
Sharky just spins and loops
It's fine.
in midair,
It's fine,
and the
everything's fine.
bullets just whiz in the middle.
The rest of them continue moving forward. Another one is probably going to like yell at Cromwell and
I resist yelling.
no, I mean he shoots at you too.
Take emotional damage.
Is he like? Are these guys like parallel to me? Like even though I'm backwards, like they're running
Yeah.
along beside me. Okay,
Essentially.
good.
So he's gonna try and take a shot at you,
Yep. I will just try to dodge it.
and he's probably gonna miss. And okay, that covers all of them. So next up, it's gonna be Cromwell. Your turn.
6 hits.
Yeah, he misses.
All right. Rather than try to control my motorcycle, I would like to leap from this motorcycle onto the guy who just tried to shoot me if he's within leaping distance.
Yes. The threshold's gonna be higher than it was before for the last one.
Good, because I'm doing this because Thumpers gave me dice. and
Yep.
I want to do it for something more fun than controlling a motorcycle.
Yeah. So give me a what skill do I want?
The
for
neat
this?
loophole for like having to control a vehicle is to just keep switching vehicles every combat turn.
You don't have to control it. You're just using
I
it.
think if I get to the end of a turn on an uncontrolled motorcycle,
But if
yeah.
they're
but
controlling
if
the
they've
vehicle,
controlled it,
It's like tabs. If they already controlled it, it should still be controlled. Yeah.
It's like not reloading a gun, but
do
just grabbing a new
gymnastics.
gun.
all right, gymnastics. I am going to.
So it also depends. Cause so leaping onto the other bike is mostly gonna just put you on the bike with the other person.
Yeah, that's okay. Feel good about my chances of that encounter compared to theirs. This is gonna be a tough jump, I imagine. So I'm gonna use I'm gonna use 7 thumper dice.
Okay.
And gymnastics right now. It's up and okay. 6 hits.
That'll actually just do it.
yeah.
That was the threshold. That was 6 hits. So Cromwell, looking down at his bike, has a moment where he's like, I could control this bike. Or and you use the kind of the momentum because you're backwards on the bike, and so it was continuing to kind of move forward, and so you use that to thrust to push yourself off of it, kind of as an opposite action, and leap forward, and you're like arms out, bear hugging it, and so you basically land bear hug first on or onto the side of the other bike, and are grappling the person. So give me a strength. Just a strength test. Just a quick strength.
All right.
Grapple.
4 hits.
You are thoroughly holding on to this individual.
Okay.
All right. Sharky.
I'm good at bear hugs.
Is there another biker that doesn't currently have a troll that they're sharing their bike?
Yeah, there is.
In that case, Sharky is going to pull on his astral motorcycle in front of one of them, and he's just going to, as he's driving in front of them, he's going to tilt, like lean forward on his bike so that the rear wheel pivots up into the air, and then the exhaust from his bike is just going to poot a frigid cloud of smoke right in the face of the guy who's piloting the bike.
What is this?
This is versus reaction and intuition.
Oh, good.
It's an elemental attack.
Yeah.
And I am gonna add some thumper dice. Let's add 5 thumper dice.
It's like a.
And while you do that, I use 7.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
Your net hits are 1.
So then it's going to do 13 cold damage, armor piercing, -6 to the driver. And if he survives, then it has a chance to break his armor as well.
I'm just gonna add 6 dice.
Fine.
So you and your -6 can go.
Well,
Don't you mean
Go
poot?
Poot.
Poot sounds like a French word.
Puta.
Poot poot.
Oh,
it is? Oh. Today.
How much was it? It was 16?
13.
13. Okay. He is unhappy but still with it.
So then you need to roll the armor rating, and if it's 0 hits, then his armor is shattered.
His armor is not shattered.
All right. Sharky continues his toothy grin.
Mordecai.
All right, it's hot in here, so.
Are you kidding me? It's hot in here?
In
there
shark
it
suit?
is.
Okay, can I burrow in the shark?
You might not want to.
Like a tauntaun?
Tauntaun.
Heads up.
So you said the Halloweeners were all like pretty clustered together?
Yeah, relatively. More so than the 4 or 5 are. You could hit them with an area spell, but you probably wouldn't. You wouldn't hit all of them, but you'd hit like half of them.
Mainframe 3, do any of them have grenades that you could detonate remotely?
Can I detonate the grenades themselves remotely?
You don't see none of. If the Halloweeners have grenades, they're not smart linked.
Ah, all right.
No, I've disabled their grenade launches, but I can break their motorcycles.
No, that's fine.
I'm gonna do it anyway.
Well, good. I think that will be productive. Regardless, yeah, sure. I'll just wind up and toss a ball of lightning into the middle of them, and
Okay. Say that's probably gonna hit about half of them.
The Halloweeners are 4 or 5.
well, the radius of the spell is the force. So, like, how like.
I mean,
large
they are
across-
spread out across the width of an entire street, which is probably what 20 meters wide.
Okay, so let's do force. Let's do force 8. So it'll
Okay.
be a 16-meter diameter.
Yeah.
So it'll get a chunk of them.
Yes, it will hit a very reasonable number of them. There's only about 8 Halloweeners and about 12.
The mana is still hard for me to form, but I am going to use 5 thumper dice to help me with that. And I also have another couple dice.
Are you telling me they're driving in the transit-only lanes?
They're technically on foot.
Wait, we were in the Halloweeners?
Did I say force 8? Oh, I better. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hits, so it takes 3 hits for it to land and detonate where I want it to do. So the net hits are 4, so it'll be 12 electrical damage, armor piercing -8.
And it's just a straight resist.
And that's just a straight resist.
Wait.
Okay.
Unless any of them spend ed.
Oh. Fang is in this blast.
I'm in this blast. So, okay.
Oh no! Bang!
It's fine. This is what I get. Do I get a bonus because I'm on a motorcycle?
Nope.
Great, I'm gonna roll.
Actually, the motorcycle is going to be damaged by it too.
Yep. So do you want to roll the armor plus body of your motorcycle?
Yeah.
If it's anything like the ones on my sheet, that's 8 and 9.
12?
So 6.
Yeah.
17.
Actually-
Yes, 12 armor piercing
Yeah.
-8.
Yeah.
Oh, oops. We just take away some of those hits.
I
I'm
am
gonna
actually going to add a few chat dice to my motorcycle's roll because I'm gonna add. I kind of need that motorcycle. I'm gonna add four thumper dice.
Nobody stopped me!
I mean, I tried to say it. I was like, I was
me.
gonna let this happen.
Maybe I'll do it that way.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything. Why would I? It also took me a moment to realize, I was like, oh, if you want to hit most of them, that definitely means you hit Fang. If you want to only hit half of them, I'd probably make her roll and even her on to see if she's in it.
I'm gonna add.
I'm so powerful. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna add 5 thumper dice, and then we'll see what needs to happen.
So Mordecai stands on the van and like conjures the astral energy and hurls it, and he's like, fuck you, Halloweeners, and Fang's like, wait, what? And turns around and just sees this ball of lightning
It's one of those slow-mos.
crackling and
Time
land.
slows down.
And then Mordecai, looking through as seeing the arc of his grenade, sees her bright yellow helmet on the motorcycle within the radius of his spell.
I'm like looking and then, and I like just turn around and I cheese it.
Wait, you run away?
I'm running. I'm just getting off the van. I'm not running.
I
from
yell at
battle.
the dwarf, like, you better stay here and deal with what you've done.
What smells like ozone and bacon?
The good news is that I don't take any drain damage from casting the spell.
That's good. I
So
think
it was how much damage total? It was 13?
12.
So 12 damage.
Was,
it
no,
was-
no, 12 total, wasn't it?
It was 13, I think. Armor piercing -8.
Was it stun or physical?
It was physical.
Oh, it's physical.
So a couple of the Halloweeners,
God.
like their bodies contort in that way when electricity surges through you and all of your muscles lock and then collapse in crumpled piles on the ground, somewhat singed.
Yay.
A couple of the other ones like twitch, but seem to make it okay. So you've knocked out about 3 of them.
Oh.
Great.
And Fang, you get a
I think-
-5 penalty to your initiative, and all your actions for the combat turn have an additional penalty of a die.
I'm just gonna record that -5.
I have 2.
It's all of them, too.
Oh yeah.
Them.
Oh yeah.
So
So that's
Fang,
fine.
Should we talk about the bike?
should we talk about Fang first?
Huh?
What do we care about?
No. Let's talk about
Okay.
Fang. Let's talk about Fang.
Yeah. What's the how much damage? Yeah, Fang, go ahead.
Fang sputters. Luckily the baseball bat has a cord, otherwise it would have dropped it. Definitely like skids. Oh no. No. No.
Your arm's okay.
No. The
Yeah, it doesn't turn off.
I take 2 rolls of damage.
2 rows? You take 6 points of damage?
Oh my god.
The most damage that has been dealt to a party member tonight has been from
Friendly
themselves.
fire.
Cromwell goes berserk.
By the way,
I haven't quite figured out who against, but
we are going to have to talk about grapefruit. The word is grapefruit. Like,
But it's just,
I mean, like,
the best part is I baited it into increasing the force of the spell.
like there's definitely going to be intense burn marks. All again, what I like to think what
Thing is gonna have like a lightning scar.
yeah, it's gonna be like a lightning scar that follows one of the veins to her heart.
what a surprise the
You
two
mean the
people.
girl who lived?
What a surprise the 2 people who are drawing
Maybe.
Lauren at the beginning of this session.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet Mortemort.
Oh, it's okay.
Mortemort.
I'm bad at Shadowrun.
You're no one's bad.
There has been no moment more than now that I have wanted to read chat.
How's the bike?
So
I've never
I hate
read
to
So
chat.
how is the bike?
The bike rolled an 8?
8 total to resist?
Yeah.
Okay, well good thing that as far as I know the bike's condition monitor is probably 16, so it is half damaged.
And it also takes 4 points of matrix damage.
Still okay.
Yep.
It's fine. It's got 9 boxes of that.
Yep.
I will mark that because I will be in charge of that because I'm writing it.
So on that note, it is the Halloweeners' turn. Because
Do
they
do we
did have
need
the
their
minus
help?
5, but they were still just high enough before you. So several of them have collapsed, but one of them sees Fang and is going to flamethrower her.
Bring it! I have so much rage. I'm just rage in a cage right now.
Unfortunately, the flamethrowers don't have long enough range, otherwise they'd go after the mage.
The mage is not in line of sight currently.
The mage Zoidberged it out of there.
Yeah.
Roll your.
Fine, all
Get out
my
of dodge.
rage. I am still just a dwarf that's amazed.
Just because I saw your face.
Yep.
And
That
because-
face didn't give anything away.
I lost 2. I'm gonna roll 5 dice.
I also
Don't
use
die,
4
fam.
if we're
I'm
keeping
gonna
it
feel
honest.
really bad.
No, it's fine. Oh, that was a really great roll. Oh, it's also so. What is a good roll along with a glitch? 'Cause-
Literally anything along with the glitch.
So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But also a glitch
What?
Also glitch. If
because
8
I
are
added
hits.
extra dice. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I usually roll 13. I have 7 to 11, and then
6
I added
ones?
5. I have 6 ones.
That's not a glitch.
It's not a glitch.
You're not.
It's
You're
not?
fine. You're fine. You also dodge with 8 hits. You're
okay. Good.
Yeah.
It's close.
It's very close.
Insane.
All right.
So is it glitch based then off our original number of dice?
No,
or
it's based off your current dice.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
That's adding
I was-
chat dice is more advantageous. Although I do like the idea of basing it off your original dice pool because it adds some danger to adding chat dice. Let's have a conversation, guys.
Yeah.
That affects you more than us.
I don't know if
Typically,
it does.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't.
Like this matters. No, I'm just joking. Dice are important.
Thank you, chat. 'Cause that is the reason why I didn't.
Are you gonna tell your wife what you did? Like, are you like gonna home and own up, or like?
Saying her favorite character?
Are you?
Yeah.
Wait, who's married?
Are we
All right.
metaing right now, or?
Mainframe.
Okay.
We're saying the rest of the Halloweeners like continue to move forward. There's only one engaging with Fang.
Good. I'm good.
They're mad at whoever threw a electricity grenade at them, so that's their current objective. Mainframe.
So I need the status of the bike that I've damaged. Is it still running?
It is still running. It's about half damaged.
Okay. And how many are there flamethrowers in range of that bike?
The flamethrowers also do not appear to be smart. Damn it.
Okay, fine. Whatever the closest thing is to that other bike.
The guns.
The guns. I would like to target one of those. I'm still forking my matrix attack. I'm not gonna use snaps this time. I'm still in my magical Sharky girl uniform, and I'm still trying to represent a gang that doesn't exist called the Sharkers.
Yes.
I will.
You want to be associated?
I will use a magical girl shark wand to send
Sharky's not the one.
water attacks.
Yeah.
In the matrix.
Thank you.
That is
Bubble.
I like this.
Is it a bubble beam?
It is a bubble beam. That's 7. 7 to data spike both of those things. Great. That is 13 matrix damage to both. My bubble beam is super effective.
Yes, very much so. You break both the bike and the gun.
Yes! I do a little magical girl spin dance in the matrix.
All right. That brings us to the end of this combat turn. Or not this combat turn, this initiative.
Because I lost 5.
You lost 5. So
Yeah,
Elsie,
well, I don't know how to.
the 20s all get to go again because we've only gone twice. Elsie. We've gone twice.
So I should be able to go 3 times because I have 25.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The 20s will all get to go again.
Yeah, I'm just having a grand old time with my sniper rifle, so I'll target. Is there somebody with a flamethrower?
Yeah.
Because
There's
there's
one
a couple that aren't bricked.
Engaged with Fang.
Okay.
That has a flamethrower.
The flamethrowers
I
can't
will.
be bricked.
Yeah, I will shoot that dude. And I will. Yeah.
What?
KB Tibbs, just because you're a person doesn't mean that you don't go on the shit list. I'm gonna add 2 thumper dice.
Fine.
And I'm gonna use my point of edge to re-roll my misses because I'm really afraid what happens if he actually hits Fang.
Guys.
It's gonna. Ooh. Great. 6.
That hits are 2.
Great. So it's 15 physical armor minus armor piercing minus 4.
That'll be enough to drop him.
Yeah.
Wait, the one I'm charging towards?
The one that was flamethrowing you. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that one. All right. Fang.
Okay, there's no one directly in front of me, correct?
No.
Great.
I'm moving away from you.
This is what I wanted to do since the beginning. You know how in Akira, there's the motorcycle spin and like lean against the ground to stop, and then revs up. I'm gonna do that, and then like charge towards another.
Okay.
Yeah, I need it. This is I need
handling
this.
then to do this action.
I need this.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. You can have this. You can have this
Oh,
moment.
but I lose 2.
Oh.
I got 2. Is that enough, or do I need that at the front?
That's not enough for a spin maneuver.
I'm gonna add 5 chat dice because thank you so much. Yeah, I got 4.
That'll be enough.
So there's this cool like, and I'm assuming because I don't care about the space for that, I'm also running it against the ground, and it's like spitting off, not creating sparks, it's not metal, but definitely there's a ruin in the paint
Wait,
job.
is it wood?
Yeah.
It is splintering as you run it along the ground at high speed. It has -2 damage value now.
Fine. I'm not gonna take that back because I'm flashy, and that's what Fang would do.
I feel so bad.
Like the structural integrity. Actually, no way. It doesn't have -2 to glitch. It's 1 less to glitch with that weapon. And so it might just split in half when you hit someone with it.
Okay.
That thing must have cost at least 5 million.
At least 5. I won it at a state fair, the city fair. They're like, "Who wants a baseball bat?" And I was like,
all right.
like 200
The
million.
405 gang member whose van you were on, or the motorcycle you were on, they were bear hugging, is going to try and knock you off. So we're going to do this is the worst idea because you're a troll, an opposed strength plus body.
Good luck.
Man, these gang members are not smart.
They are angry but not smart.
Not smart.
Thank God. Thank God we've got all the brains in our outfit.
I am going to add 3 thumper dice to maybe bring it close to parity.
I rolled 8 hits.
Well, that didn't go great for him. So he does not succeed, which I didn't expect to happen. I planned for this. So he kind of tries to rock, and like your weight manages to just kind of stabilize the bike, so he can't even tip the bike over. So that's his action. So 3 of them continue even further down. Several of them who were behind you sort of peel off and are like, "Screw this, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like this wasn't worth it. The sharks and the jets and the this and the that is just not worth it." So at this point you're probably only engaging like 2 405 members and then like a couple of the Halloweeners who haven't gone yet. They don't actually get to turn away yet because they haven't gone. So Cromwell,
They have a car?
All right.
like booking it the other direction. They're like, "You're chasing me."
Wait.
Pulling a motor high.
So I think this is why is it just my motorcycle's down at this point, or is there another person still on a motorcycle?
There's still another person on a motorcycle close enough to you, but it's gonna be even harder to jump to it.
No, I want to take the guy on mine and try to throw him at the other bicycle because
It's non-consensual
Cromwell
fastball
just
special.
saw Fang get hurt. I don't think he necessarily knows who did it yet.
Let's hope not.
What's amazing is as soon as you're like, "I'm gonna take the guy," I was like, "He's gonna throw the guy." I know. We have a sense. Hashtag Fight Club.
Okay, so the first thing that I want you to do is a grapple. We'll do an opposed strength plus body to try and grapple him in such a way that you could throw him
Right.
while on a bike. So take a -3 penalty to doing this while you're on a bike.
Can we be a motorcycle?
6, 7, 8, 9 hits.
So okay, you're like bear gripping him, and then thunder thighs your way like to grip hold of his bike with your knees while like ripping him up with your arms and like holding him as in a squirming body, like when you hold a baby up in the air because you're like, I'm gonna play catch with you. But this is way less fun for him. Do you not have a picture of your like my dad? There's literally a picture of me and my dad like throwing me up in the air and catching me.
Throw
And I'm
your
like,
baby? It's one of the only reasons I would ever be a parent.
So you can throw your baby up
It
in the air
only
and catch
it only works if the ceilings are low.
Do not do this with the dog, by the way.
No one else? No, just me. All right. So you're holding him up there. So give me a throwing and
Throwing weapon.
and it's agility, right? It's an improvised
I
weapon.
think
No,
so.
it's an exotic
So
it's exotic
improvised
range.
throwing weapons, there are rules. They have an accuracy of 3.
Yeah. It's also an exotic. I will consider it an exotic ranged weapon.
Okay. Because of that, I'm gonna use an edge to ignore the limit.
Push the limit.
I could see Cromwell training in exotic ranged weapons people.
Like it's either that or throwing. I don't know.
There is. I'm gonna take improvised missile weapons one of these days.
Yeah. I'm not really sure which category the improvised weapon goes into, so we're gonna.
It's yes. So
But we're gonna say you are not trained for throwing people.
Okay.
What? Really?
Not a
So
circus.
I'm using an edge to
Yeah.
push the limit on this, and then I'm not able to use my throwing weapon bonus, or how are we doing that?
It's not a weapon, it's a person.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say no. Use your agility.
Mine's
One. You're gonna default on
Can I use
this.
my strength? Because that's what throwing weapons use.
Yes, then yes, you may use. Really? I have it under agility.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
That's just
You're right. You're
the
right.
damage
Strength
value.
is the range and so
Yeah.
okay. Use my agility. Therefore, I'm going to use 10 thumper dice. So I really want to hit the other guy.
So we're pushing the limit, and then
It's
you're
on
using
Cromwell's
10
bucket list is to throw a motorcycle rider onto another
Very
motorcycle.
specific bucket list.
It's true. I've seen his list.
He writes it on a bucket.
I was about to.
He denied his last bucket list, which is smashing two guys' heads together.
I thought you were gonna say he was denied his last bucket list item, which was to keep his sight.
You can't read the bucket list anymore.
I know.
Is he
Unless it's Braille.
You're right, he can't, but he gets 9 hits.
Avenge my poor judgment.
And that was all my. Yeah, okay. You just don't.
This is why we're not given dice, guys.
Like, I could add dice to maybe make this not happen, but here's the thing. I want it to happen. It's glorious and ridiculous. So Cromwell has wrested his way onto a bike. He's gripping it between his powerful troll thighs.
Suzanne Thummer.
He's like holding this person aloft on his head while trying to steer the bike, and he's going to hurl it at the other person. And it will succeed in hitting him. Both of them crash into each other with a mighty thud. The bike's wheels spin out from under them. They go sprawling, flying. One of them smacks onto the car. The other one, their head, they were unhelmeted, bounces on the sidewalk. And you can see brain matter splatter slightly as they are definitely concussed. Maybe not brain matter, but you can see there's a dent in the skull.
Thank you, Anonymous. That was the best thing I've gotten to do in a long time.
However, I would like to point out that Cromwell has now reached his last action for his combat turn, and he is on an uncontrolled bike. So the bike will crash with Cromwell
This
on
gang
it.
member didn't responsibly use his first turn to control the bike.
You are not on a control. You have not controlled the bike. So the bike will crash. So it spins out of control and then careers off. So Cromwell gets tossed off the bike. And
free fall to try to land, like
No.
smooth that land.
you have no more actions left.
Sorry. I will hold it person.
And you will need, and the bike kind of lands on top of you, so you'll need to resist 12 physical damage.
Oh,
As you crash into a wall and the bike slams into you. Like into your crotch too, because that's how
So he hits
bikes
the
work.
wall and then the bike hits
You
him.
said,
And
Yeah.
you said 12 damage?
Ugh.
Cromwell like slams up against the wall, I think, and the bike like mostly misses him. Like the handlebar goes into his side a little bit, but he mostly like he expects he's severely. I think bystanders expect him to like collapse, and the bike falls and he's bleeding a little, but he seems mostly okay.
Mostly.
Sharky.
He's feck okay. Sharky,
Okay.
cool. Are there
What
are there any more bikers? Or are we pretty much done?
You've pretty much taken care of the bikers. There's a handful of Halloweeners left.
All right. He's going to since he's now dealing with the Halloweeners, he's going to hop off of his astral bike and it will just vanish. And he's going to reach into, I guess, hammer space because there's nothing actually there. And he's going to put on a cornbread kitten mask. And then he's going to go up to one of the Halloweeners.
It makes sense, Claudia. Just roll with it.
He's just going to go up to one of the Halloweeners and make meow noise. So he's trying to confuse them.
Okay.
So this is versus willpower and logic.
Either of which they have a lot of.
Well,
Now we all know what a shark wearing a kitten mask sounds like.
And I didn't roll great, so I'm going to go ahead and add 6 thumper dice.
I added 3.
6 thumper dice, thank you, thumpers. And I did not get a single hit out of that. Unfortunately, his hits are 2.
I don't think it does anything if it's even.
No, if it's...
Nope. Nothing happens. Person's like, rah! And like runs past the shark.
He forgets to actually meow and just makes his regular shark noise.
So Mordecai, it's your turn. But I feel like you're experiencing a round of shame. And
Oh.
and I think you're but I'm gonna let you take an action, but just so you know, I think there's gonna be a penalty to whatever you do because of shame.
All right. Well, Mordecai hops off the back of the van. Is it just the Halloweeners now that we're doing with her? He's for whatever reason he's going to not. He's going to give the AOE stuff a miss.
I wonder what.
Yeah. Let's see. And he'll. There's my sheet. So he'll just eye one of them and just do a regular stun bolt.
And that's
This
just
is-
willpower, right?
Yeah, this is just resisted by willpower. He'll do for 6. He only got 4 hits, so I'm going to spend a point of Thumper Edge, excuse me. Thank you so much, Thumpers, to re-roll the misses on that. That's more like it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to be, let's see, and I said it was 4-6, so it's actually going to be limited to 6, even though I got more hits.
So he takes a fair amount of stun damage.
Okay.
It like pops him in the middle of the mask, and this was the one that was like running away from Sharky, and he just like reels back and seems to stumble, and it is now actually appears confused.
All right, well, so he got confused one way or another. I'm going to say that I am no longer centered, so I don't resist drain quite as well, and that means I'm going to take a point of stun damage from...
All right. So with that, the remaining Halloweeners look like they want to scatter. Elsie will get one more turn as the highest initiative.
Oh, good
She blitzed
Yeah.
before they.
Yeah, I'll take a shot at one of them running away.
Great.
Why not?
Go for it.
Yeah.
I didn't hit anyone on the leader.
And I'm gonna add.
We're doing too many fancy tricks.
I'm gonna add.
I'm gonna hit people.
Right. You should be more conservative like I was.
Sorry, Elsie.
I'm gonna add KB Tibbs' bribery die in there, which I liked, by the way. I really did.
Good work. Good work, KB Tib.
Ooh, hey. Hey, that's not bad. I got 7.
That hits are 3.
Ooh. So that's 16 physical damage, armor piercing -4.
Yeah, they go down.
Yeah.
They go down, downtown.
And then immediately I want to check in with my van guys.
They're just like, you look down and there's one just like with this taser gun just sitting there being like, what happened? I just saw a lot of motorcycles and vans and a flamethrower and a really big electrical explosion.
No, it's fine. Nothing much happened.
Okay.
It's just a transformer.
So with that, we will drop out of combat.
Can I take an action out of combat?
First, let me paint the scene. At this point, most of the 4 or 5 gang have turned tail and split. A handful of them have made it to the crowd, but they seem at this point to run into security forces that were kind of there monitoring the gathering of people and have been apprehended or stopped, so they are no longer of a concern. The Halloweeners have scattered. And there is just so much traffic in this intersection. But in fairness, it's like all other intersections. Because
motorbikes.
You can't take a left at any time.
yeah, and so eventually, like a motorcycle escort will arrive. Everyone gets twitchy at motorcycles, but a couple of knight errant people will arrive to continue escorting the van. They'll be like, "There was a disturbance in this area, and we have explicit instructions to help support this van." It's you, Miss what's her name? And like you recognize Officer Black from before. came to clean up the crime scene, and so they will.
He seems nice.
Yeah, continue to escort the election van and like monitor the people, clean up the area, cordon it off, and all of that good stuff. So mainframe, what did you want to do?
We felt like this was sort of strange that both of these gangs descended at once. Is there a comlink on one of the fallen folks that isn't getting caught and in law enforcement that I can like jump out of the van and sweep up? Or
You would
mark
need to
and
give
try
me some sort of sneaking. They're descending relatively quickly, so if you want to try and loot the bodies.
I just want to see if I can't get one comlink off of someone. I'll if sneaking's what it's gonna take, then.
Yeah.
Because the van doesn't need to move right away because they have to clear the. Yeah. It's a crime scene now, I assume. So
they're gonna try and kind of divert traffic around it.
I will go ahead and do a sneaking roll. And I will use 5 thumper dice because it might be important information. I would like to try to be as. That's 5 for stealthily getting out of Van Helshark.
So while Van Helshark is not stealthy, you are. So you sort of.
What are you saying?
Sneak out through the. I thought. Okay, so you can either pick stealthy or bitchin'. Which one is it?
It's bitchin'.
Yeah. The dichotomy there. So you stealthily make your way out of the van, and you kind of survey the scene, and you realize that like the knight errant people are descending pretty quickly, but they're starting kind of at the intersection and working their way out. So you get a moment where you go towards one of the ones that it was like shot with the tomahawk, and you've managed to lift off a comlink off of one of theirs. It is currently off. It'll need to be turned on.
Grab my tomahawk. Those things are expensive.
Is that something I can?
Yeah, probably.
Am I going to? Is a tomahawk illegal?
Oh yeah, for you, because you have to. It's restricted, so you have to have the right license for it.
Is anyone looking?
You feel pretty comfortable that no one can really see you, but I'll have you give me a palming roll.
I'm terrible at palming. I don't have that, so we're just going to.
You would default on agility.
Still pretty crappy. I can't. Cromwell, I'm not good with those things.
It's not a restricted weapon, but it's still a usable weapon. I guess.
Wait, restricted versus forbidden. Forbidden means absolutely not. Restricted means.
It's like 3 or whatever on the
Yeah.
restricted list. But, yeah, that's fine.
That just determines how difficult it is to get hold of. If it has an R or an F, it means you have to. If it's an R, you have to have a permit to have it. It's just harder to get a hold of the higher the number is. If it's an F, you're not allowed to have it unless you're specific, like security personnel or something. Either way, to get the comlink, like you've made it over there, I want you to give me the palming to see whether or not anyone sees you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll allow you to get both in the same.
It's actually not even restricted.
Oh,
Like
okay.
it's just a hatchet.
Well,
For
fine then.
I mean, it is embedded in the skull
So-
of a person.
There is that.
To be fair, she
It
stealthily
is
got
evidence.
over there
Yeah.
and nobody noticed, and now you're doing the sneaky. Can I put it in my pocket?
Yeah. Can you take it without someone noticing?
Well, if it's the same roll for both, then fine. I will use. I don't have very many of those dice, so I will use 5 thumper dice to have any shot.
Ooh.
I got 3 hits.
So you take a moment, you kind of look up, and like you see someone like scan the horizon, and then like look away, and you like take your moment, and then like casually saunter back. No one seems to have caught notice of you. So you have both a tomahawk and a and the comlink. Are either of you astrally perceiving right now?
Probably not.
I
Dual natured at all right now?
well, I'm not actually astrally perceiving, but Sharky will relay anything that he's.
Sharky seems perturbed, and like he's like he communicates to you that he feels uncomfortable and weaker, and may express that the background count is now 3.
3.
Okay, well, Sharky, I think your work here is done, as is mine. So why don't you just take it easy? And Sharky can vanish onto the astral plane.
So you guys have kind of a few moments to kind of gather yourself, but the
I'm
night
gonna
errant
retrieve
people
his
are.
other tomahawk from the guy. you through on this street.
Okay, give me the sneaking and palming as well. Mr. Knight Errant.
Well, he's not wearing his coat. He's just a troll in a chameleon suit right now. Sneak and palming. It's not illegal. He's just gonna pick it up probably.
Yeah, again, it is embedded in a person.
Right.
The
okay.
issue is not the tomahawk. The issue is where the tomahawk is right now, which is a crime scene.
Right. Okay, so if they're already here and it's a crime scene, oh nice. 5 is his sneak, and his palming is also 5 dice. 2.
So you sneak over there fairly stealthily. The actual picking it up is not particularly subtle. You just sort of reach down and grab it.
So I'm stealthy, but that's not. Look at that tomahawk floating through the air.
So, like, no one seems to notice you. Like, someone is like, wait, and then, like, gets distracted by someone else, and so no one will stop you or approach you. So you pull your tomahawk. You guys can maybe have an opportunity to regroup over at Van Helshark.
Hey, Fang. You looks like you took some fire out there.
So Fang is just not gonna respond for a moment and like take off the helmet and put it on the bike and put the really badass not wolf thing in the sidecar and like hit it twice as in be like, it's full, but can't tell it to go anywhere. I'm just gonna like unzip and it's like gross amount of sweat and steam and just like sit like lean against the van.
How you doing?
Heal her! Heal her!
Would you like me to maybe heal you up a little?
Yes.
I'd like to do that. I gotta say, my magic isn't working real great right now, and you're mostly robot, so this is gonna be challenging. But I want you to know, I'm gonna do it for you.
I can pick up the slack once you're done.
So I'm currently taking a penalty of 6 from the background count because it also damages my focus. My shark tattoo focus. I'm taking 1 more from stun damage I've accumulated, and then I think I take another 5.
You take a -5
from
because I am.
You actually roll
so
any
negative
dice.
12 off of the 19 that I would normally roll. So I've got 7 dice, and I'm going to supplement that with my remaining 6 thumper dice. So I will roll 13 dice.
Okay.
Wow.
And please let these hit. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You recover all 6 damage that somehow you managed to acquire.
Somehow.
And I managed to not take any additional damage from the process, although my dignity is not doing great.
So, as you know, this happens. We're gonna talk about this.
Talk about what?
We're gonna talk about this.
Talk about Fang.
Why don't we talk about it now?
We're not gonna. I'm too angry right now.
Don't.
She's like squeezing him.
It's like
Mainframe's right here.
Yeah, this
Like,
is literally what's
this is what-
happening. I assume your back is against the van door as well.
Yeah.
So,
I'm.
father, daughter, boxing match at a gym. 2 days.
Okay.
Does that mean the fight is 2 days long, or is it in 2 days? I'm sorry, I was curious. I don't know if you need
It's
help.
in 2 days.
Is Fang going to kill me?
And then
That's very likely.
Fang just like opens the passenger door and sits down.
Oi, chummers, what happened to Fang? What was that?
It's fine.
Are you? Where did that lightning come from?
Just don't learn any more spells, Cromwell. It's not worth the trouble.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that twice.
Not so much the learning as the aiming.
Yeah.
It was aimed very accurately. I will.
It was. I got it. Never mind.
So as you are sitting and waiting in the van, I mean, at this point, you're kind of stopped in traffic. You probably will be a while before you get to, at least a few minutes before you get to go anywhere. You hear the crackle of thunder.
Of course.
Kind of rolling through. And the sky, it's night, but it still continues to darken, and rain begins to pour down because it's Seattle.
Drizzle rain or heavy rain?
And there's this feeling there's a tension in the air. It's very
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is a pathetic falafel.
there is kind of
The weather is like a metaphor.
there is a discomfort. It's almost as if the city of Seattle is reflecting the feelings that are perpetuating in the van. For anyone who is watching the news, you see the information about the rally, and it seems to be growing in size, and a lot of people are accumulating there. There has been fairly large pockets of violence that have been occurring throughout the city and being suppressed. And the weather, they're reporting that this is a pretty sudden oncoming storm, and stay attuned for further updates. And I would like everybody to roll a willpower and logic.
Well, at least I don't get a penalty.
I'm just gonna add. I'm gonna use thumper dice.
I'm gonna use my remaining stretch. I think.
I'm not.
To re-roll the misses on that.
Fane wants to feel this way. It's just surging me yeah, actually.
Mainframe is okay.
Thank you, Thumpers.
What did you get? 1. The other 4 of you, this is great and hilarious. The other 4 of you are angry.
Good!
You are feeling almost irrationally angry. And to the point that you will take a -2 penalty to anything that you do that is not related to being angry.
Oh, well, that doesn't really affect me.
Well, nothing affects you, does it, Mordecai? I mean, just look at me. I'm Mordecai. I don't take place in the vote. I do whatever I want.
I wasn't saying that out loud. I was metagaming, Cromwell.
Well, I could read it in your face.
To be fair, he did come to help, even though he didn't necessarily agree with what was going on in the election.
Yeah, the election is bogus.
What have we been fighting for?
Not to perpetuate systems.
We have to affect the system if it's gonna get fixed.
We don't
Which means
fix a
small-
system, you get rid of a system.
Well, I want to be rid of this system.
Don't.
Which
Mainframe wants to do something.
Yeah.
When this starts going on, and I turn my attention to the comm link that I got, and I want to see if I can't. I don't know how many marks I need to do, but
Give me an extended test on computer and logic. While she does that, continue.
Let's just get the thing, the van. Just take it to the polls, and then everything can be done.
the polls are over.
You know what? I don't even belong in here. I belong out there in the rally.
Then go.
Fine.
Oh, no, Will.
Split the party.
Just go and figure out whatever with the ring. Maybe the ring will call you somewhere.
So Cromwell, do you fling open the door and
Me-
head towards the rally?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe if you protest hard enough, then the corpse will let you suckle at their corporate teat at a better tax rate.
What do I care about taxes?
Well, you should care about them if you're working for a corp.
Am I the only one that pays taxes?
You're just running behind him, yelling at him.
I'm like just leaning out the van and to shout this.
Mainframe.
16 over 3 tests.
So you kind of do some digging on the comlink, and you don't find anything kind of conclusive that it was be at this location. It was, but you do see some strange communications that are about, we're gonna hit the rally downtown. We're not neutral grounds with these other gangs, and it lists the 405. So it was more of a message that was coming from someone who was in charge. But it's kind of, they're not great at organizing. So, they're a gang. So it's we're gonna hit this location at this time, and we're on neutral terms with these gangs for the night.
Are there other locations that haven't happened yet?
Not that you can see from that message. This one specifically just talks about what that person was being instructed to do. But it doesn't mention anything about the van. It specifically calls it the rally.
I will send that to our contact at the Seattle Street News for what it's worth.
Do I feel like I'm being affected by a spell?
Give me a magic and intuition.
I would like to know the same.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez. Where was that hit when I had to resist? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits.
One hit.
You're fucking angry. You're not being affected by a spell. The background count is continuing to rise. And some part of you thinks that there is a astral event that is occurring that is related to your anger.
Guys, there's something wrong about this. There's something wrong about all of this.
I know you don't like the vote, Mordecai, but now is not the time.
No, not that. There's something going on. I can't really tell what, but there's something going on astrally. It just all feels so weird.
Are you saying this in the van or over the...
The comms are open.
Yeah.
But I feel like we should get out of here.
Where's a safe place? Get out to where?
Do I have any sense of direction as far as where?
No, not so much. Like you're guessing it's probably regional, so like leaving the city would probably do it.
We're in the van.
We're in a van in traffic.
Yes.
That's blocked by a crime scene. I mean, running might have to happen on foot.
Guys.
Let me see if I can find anything.
All right.
Can I contact folks in Jack Point just in the back to see if anybody else in Seattle knows of anything of a magical nature going down tonight?
Yeah, you can also do give me a matrix perception in general. Keep into account where your contacts are.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to drop unconscious and I'm just going to astrally project up like above the city and try to get some sort of sense of what's going on.
Give me an astral perception. You are at a -5.
I'm at, yes, that sounds about right. So
I got 2 hits on my matrix perception, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use my.
You're like, wait a minute.
There's more here.
You went to Point Jack, not Jack Point.
and I got 2 hits on my sensing.
And I, as mad as I am at Mordecai, I do at least astrally perceive. I'm walking toward the rally still. I get a 4 on my sensing.
The rally seems to be at least more of the concentration point, but at this point, like even you can tell there's a mana storm coming. It is brewing, and the physical storm is related directly to the mana storm.
Mana storm! I say that, but no one can hear me because I'm astrally projecting.
There's like one other astrally projecting person, and they're like, mana storm!
Mana storm!
Mana storm!
What the hell? I snap back to my
9
body.
hits, thanks, Summers.
So you head onto the Matrix and you manage to catch some reports that are coming through that seem to be like not on corporate, like all of the corporate channels and all of that's just stating like, it's just a normal weather phenomenon. We're waiting for the results to come in. Everything's great. There's terrible violence. All of these horrible trugs, except they don't use the word trug. All of it, are inciting violence and the gangs are going at it and all of that sort of corporate bullshit stuff. But like the Seattle Street News and other places are reporting that their significant astral sources are pointing to a mana storm has hit Seattle or is forming around Seattle, and that there is some sort of significant magical event that is occurring that no one entirely knows yet what the source is. But it may likely be connected to the spates of violence that they're seeing around the city.
Guys, we have to get out of here now.
Where is out? Where do we go?
Out of the city!
Wow. Where are we gonna go?
Can we, is there any, can we drive up on the sidewalk? Like, what are our options?
I mean, it depends on how much damage you want Van Helshark to take.
I don't want that to happen.
How is the transit right now?
Transit?
Like, shouldn't there be underground rail? Because let's me tell you, they've
Seattle.
been pushing these
ST3 is finally finished. They've opened the last station on that light rail.
Great. How close is that to us?
You could get to Westlake Station.
Let's get on the
Which
train.
would be your closest
What
one.
is the worst that can happen on a train?
I look at the
Space
Matrix
Dragon.
to see if
I'm
the
not
train
getting
is
on
running.
a train.
Is the train running on? Oh,
Is it running quickly?
Light rail's running.
okay. Well, it's not a bad idea if the
Violent.
trains are running.
You know
I
the
don't
nearest
know.
station? is Westlake Station.
Which is like
What's the next nearest that isn't in the middle of a mob?
Probably University or...
We're on University or something.
Guys, I'm
you're
not gonna
farther
get on
away,
a
like, your
train.
closest
That's dangerous in a mana storm. Like,
A train is dangerous. What is
For me,
dangerous during a mana storm?
because we're trapped. We're confined in that space. It's not.
Do you want to
good.
run across the bridge? We can run across the bridge. It's going to take us an hour.
Who's in the van?
Me.
The four of them, I
No,
assume.
no,
Unless
she's
Elsie,
still
you
involved.
haven't told me what you've done. You've been very quiet.
Elsie's gone.
Okay.
Like, you look around and you realize Elsie's not there.
How long have you been keeping that
Wait.
from us?
Is she replying to the comms?
Nope.
Is she, what?
Nope.
She's angry.
Did Elsie cause a mana storm?
Probably. I'm saying this over the comm. I hope she can hear. That girl's got attitude. It's probably enough to make this mana storm happen. Yeah.
Ugh. I
Are
could
you
get.
insulting Elsie now?
Yeah. Sometimes she deserves it.
So, Cromwell, you make it to the rally, and there's a lot of people there, and it's this kind of strange feeling. Like there's anger and there is a lot of rage. Like many people are very angry, and you can kind of see the bubbling to the surface of violence. Some people start like kind of getting into the space of knight errant officers and pushing against each other, and but there's also like almost a sense of joy and like fevered energy as people are like hearing the results coming in, and they continue to kind of support the person. So Jugashvili seems to be taking the lead for the election, and so there's this tension in the crowd, and it feels almost like it is at a boiling point. In the background.
Is there like a device that I can hack to display a warning about the mana storm or something?
Yeah, there's like the big giant screens right now that are showing the election results.
Yeah.
Westlake.
I want to hack one of those. I don't know are there common like stop, drop, and roll scenarios that one can communicate?
It's like stop magic, drop magic, roll with it.
Or there's the breathe.
Like calming. I don't know. This is kind of the same likelihood of working as Mordecai's signs, but
And you guys have the option now of so you can hack that. So you would need to place 3 marks on it and then control device.
Okay, I'll do that in the background.
Yeah. You have an option to re-roll now your logic and willpower.
And first, my
resist
knowledge arcana. I rolled 3 hits. Do I know from that the mana storm may be affecting me, or like that's what this is about?
For 3 hits?
Yeah.
Through your rage, it's probably hard to think about that rationally.
Okay, so
if you were not angry, yes, you would be able to do that. 3?
It's gonna take a long time for me.
It's not even just that. It's also that the storm is increasing in intensity, so it's getting harder for you to resist it.
I mean,
you feel yourself calming down a little bit. The rest of you do not. I'm gonna also have you roll the resist as well. The logic.
Sorry, who's coming down?
Cromwell.
Ugh. I could try to summon Sharky to help us run faster, but with all of this mana just storming away, I don't know that I just don't think it would be that effective.
I don't know why I flipped out so much, but there's something going on here at the rally. People are acting all weird like.
It's a mana storm, Cromwell.
You feel yourself getting angry.
We just gonna talk ourselves out of this damn situation?
What's a mana storm?
However, what were your hits on?
5, 5, and 6.
You succeed in displaying a notice. It like across the election results, you just get these scrawled letters. Warning! Mana storm! Warning! Mana storm!
And some attempted helpful text that doesn't like...
Take 5 deep breaths. Unfortunately, the text on like the typeset on that was really small. So instead what happens is the crowd starts panicking.
Why don't people listen to reason? I don't. And what's a mana storm? You're a magic user. Why don't you know this? In all your books and your reading, why are you asking the Matrix person about the mana storm?
Yeah, Cromwell. I thought you were now the literate hermetic mage.
I happen to know that you're very angry right now due to circumstances that seem to be out of your control, so I'm not taking that personally.
I'm angry because of your racist face.
My racist face.
You talk about wanting things to be different, but you constantly discriminate against elves and constantly project behavior on me that I do not display. You think you're awakened, but you are not.
Ooh. Do I do that? Well, maybe we'll talk about that later. I might have a reason to be angry at elves. In the meantime, though, there's a whole lot of angry people here who are angry at everything right now.
The background count is now 7.
Maybe it's okay to be angry. Like, why do we never think about that? Like, maybe this is how we're supposed to be.
We're vigilantes now. Did you know that? We just fought a bunch of stuff and nobody paid us to do it. We just did it because that's what we do now.
Are the knight errant, like the security people, are they also getting angry and upset?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, there is like people are starting to like physically aggress. They're clearly like prepared to use force, and in that moment, there is a massive crack of lightning as it strikes the Shiawase headquarters building downtown.
Cromwell throws all his thermal smoke grenades out into the crowd so people can't see each other.
God, this mana is like, it's like batting around cotton candy. I can't do anything with it. Gah!
What the hell is Elsie doing? Is she just doing her makeup? Is it study hall now?
You guys exit the van, or are you still
staying in the van?
I'm outside the van.
Okay, so as your rage continues to boil, as the crowd breaks out in pure panic from the smoke grenades that are dropped, people are running, knight errant guards start like knocking people down, suppressing the riot using pretty extreme force. Another bolt of lightning cracks on the Shiawase building, and there is a pulse of energy as the storm rages around them. You see almost a vortex in the sky as the clouds begin to swirl and rain pours down. And blinding light spreads out from the roof of the building. The windows shatter as a dragon peels through an astral rift that has cut itself in the sky. It is the same dragon that you saw in the footage before. It is black or dark indigo. Its scales glisten almost as if reflecting silver stars. It opens its mouth and roars, perching on top of the building. That we shall end our session.
Dragon!
Dragon.
It was a dragon, guys!
Dragon did it!
It was a dragon. All
Who
right.
called it? Good work. I'm so proud of you. So we shall pick up our session next week for our last episode of the 2016 year. Whoa, what will happen? There's a dragon! You can blame so many corporations for this.
You say last episode we're gonna have an unofficial
episode
What?
on to keep you guys company during the holiday season. On December 28th, we'll be doing a special sort of sanctioned, but
Non-canon, maybe.
Yeah, it's not canon, but your favorites Amphekians will be.
This one might actually be kind of canon.
Depending on if
Depending
we
on how it
survive
Yes.
the dragon.
Maybe it'll be last Christmas.
Yeah.
Important.
Before we met it.
Yeah.
Holiday
we did.
For
themed,
the dragon.
holiday themed party for our characters.
Yeah.
I'm really excited that we're all gonna address our issues with each other in a safe and healthy manner in the next session.
Yeah.
Did you like how I just filled you all with rage?
Yeah.
I actually thought more of you would resist it, but I rolled really well for the storm.
The storm makes a roll.
It's weird when Cromwell's calm and everyone else is angry.
Yeah.
I'm like, what do I...
Guys, I had a motorbike and a bat. I didn't hit anyone.
Guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to be doing some
I had a
corporate
spell.
metagame
I hit
rolls. Where we know what's going on, and we're going to switch over and so we can yell at chat.
Hey.
QQ to the rescue
Oh
with
my
the chat.
goodness.
And you can tell me all about your feelings about dragons. Guys, I may have looked up the stats for dragons.
They're big.
Dragons are always cool.
They are
That's the answer.
amazing in
They're-
Shadowrun.
For real.
They have-
Well, what
They
you
have
guys
lots of
can't
stats.
see is that we see it. Laura's very helpfully trying to get chat up for us, but it went to Google search for chat first, so the top link was free teen chat.
Number one teen chat.
That must be where Elsie
Hi,
went.
Thumbers!
Yeah.
Hey, thumpers.
Bye.
Hi, Thumpers.
Mordecai for anti-MVP.
Yep.
Let's just talk about.
MVP.
I'm really glad that Elsie changed this time to run away.
She rolled a 1.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's in the same way I didn't tell Moorhead that I was in the middle of that storm because I was like, oh, I'm gonna let this happen.
My computer screen definitely didn't just strangely flicker and turn off, but keep talking amongst yourselves.
Okay, hi. There's so much hype. So yeah.
It's the mana storm.
I think we've leveled up. We've gotten pretty good. I think we're ready to face off a giant
Oh
dragon.
yeah, 100%.
Like that's
super
that's
ready.
in our wheelhouse now. We're pretty adequate.
I mean, you guys got a bunch of dice tonight, so.
And thank you so much,
That's-
Thumpers. You were so generous. Thank you.
Hey, now's a good time to tell you about if you're new or you haven't caught up or you just can't remember stuff, we have a ton of information on the Corpsins Wikia, which I believe is corpsins.wikia.com.
Ooh.
So check that out. You guys can update things there. We try to keep an eye on it here and there. But we're helping if you
William
have questions.
TW, I think, is one
William?
of our
Yeah,
MVPs
he's done
on updating the.
ton of work.
Yes,
been
absolutely. So
There's the links.
check that out. Let us
Aw.
know what's missing, and we will try to get stuff filled in.
We'll have to get the
Yeah,
sharper
apparently,
game
according
added.
to Artie Snack,
Yeah.
I want to start a new campaign.
I mean, I have another plan. Centaur.
We're also on Twitter all the time. Check out #Corpsins. All of our characters now, I believe, have Twitter accounts. So, and if you have a Shadowrun character, let us know who it is. #SRBio. It's fun to know who you guys are playing. We had a couple on the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was
It
great.
was nice to see.
And if you have like a few weeks to kill, check out the YouTube channel and watch all the episodes you missed of Shadowrun Corporate Sins.
It's not gonna happen.
This
Frank.
was episode 40.
What?
Hey guys, you're gonna be on winter break soon. You're probably gonna be bored and tired of your family within a few hours. So watch Shadowrun Corporate Sins on our YouTube channel.
And Lauren, you can't kill me next week. It's my birthday.
Okay. How do
Everyone
you
else.
feel about maiming?
Well, I prefer it over dying.
All right, guys.
I might bring a prop dragon in next time because there's like 7 stuffed dragons in our house.
Yes.
Where did the sharks?
Where
did they come from?
Wait, Japan.
He's not a dragon. He's a weird thing.
So soft.
And if he takes critical damage, we should drill into him.
I'm pretty sure Casey would kill me.
Ryan, what's going on in the Corpsins metagame?
Oh, hey guys, yes, I am here to give you an update about the corporate war and also big news. Big news. I mean, tonight has been an incredible night for many reasons, but most importantly, I found all the D8s.
Oh my god!
That's the news.
It's really
The big
important.
news.
And the lone G, yes, you can actually create Centaur player characters in Shadowrun.
I did not
If
know
your
that.
GM lets you.
If your GM lets you. So you can't actually create Centaurs in Shadowrun.
Corporate sense.
Yeah. Lauren has told me explicitly many times that I cannot have some.
You can have one for like 30
I do want to
seconds.
tell the chat room this. One time, Jordan Weissman was in the room, and we brought up centaurs, and his only comment was that horse meat is worth a lot of money.
Yeah. A lot of new yen. A lot of new yen.
Oh man. This has been a crazy week, guys. Between a couple different corporations, one corporation submitted 16 different research and development roles for tonight, and the other submitted 11. And so this was a pretty intense night in terms of tracking all of that. So, as a reminder, if anything for some reason seems off to you, just send me a message and I can double check the math. But I think we might have gotten through this week 100% mathtastic.
Nice.
So, we'll see. Anyways, I got updates for you guys. Of course, these are updates on everything I can tell you about the corporate war. Corporate war is about building up your big, friendly corporation and helping everyone, and sometimes bad things happen to your enemies, but it's not your fault. I'm going to tell you about the stuff I can right now and keep all the under the hood stuff under the hood. So, to start it off tonight, we've got Az Technology. They were trying to grow their consumer goods. Of course, Az Technology has like over 70 billion nuyen in that, so it's gonna keep growing. Unfortunately, they only picked up 1%, but 1% of 70 billion is still pretty great for them. So congratulations, guys. You seem to be dominating the market when it comes to Christmas goods with your candles, potions, etc. Good for you. And with Ares, we had a couple developments for their law enforcement subsidiaries. Another big one, over 60 billion. They had 3% increases consecutively, which is great because the most they could get would be 4%. So not bad for them. Also for Horizon, we had boosted some cyberware research. They had a 13% increase. They had a huge breakthrough on their first roll and an 11% increase on the second. Congrats, guys. As well, for Mitsuhama, we had some good wins. Everyone's winning tonight. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Except for Umfa.
You get free new yen. You get free new yen. Look under your seat. There's new yen. For the robotics, they had a 7% increase. And in the Matrix, they had a 1% increase. Sadly, in their tiny little aerospace subsidiary, they had a 0% increase, which is kind of a bummer for them because they have like 5 billion in that. It's teeny tiny, only 5 billion new yen. That's like nothing in this economy. Now, Neonet, with their cyberware, had a 10% increase. Let's see. They had a 5% increase in their Matrix services subsidiary, and they had a 15% increase for their consumer goods subsidiary, which is great because they're only a level 3 in that. By the way, I forgot to mention that corporate sponsorship is still live, and live till I get through all of this.
Oh.
Yes, that's right. Right now, the Sinless are winning the bit war, which means chaos essentially will reign. But of course, you can get in there. We've seen some of these past weeks, people have sniped in at the last moment.
Like eBay.
It does feel like eBay. Absolutely. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get that Arid Mesa and finish my blue-white-red control deck, and then, you know.
I'm so
sorry.
I brought up a feeling you weren't ready for.
That's a story we can all definitely relate to, right?
Yeah, sure.
Anyways, now Seder Krupp has 11 rolls, and apparently, Tony, you've been hired to make them.
Nice.
It's so
Whether it be by them or another corporation, I cannot say legally. So we got a lot of rolling to do. We're gonna be starting it off with agriculture. Oh, do you need a chair?
I'm okay without a chair. I just have to figure out. You guys have to vertically help me.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yes, I do.
Excellent.
Apple crate.
It's interesting. You use the apple crate like the opposite way Mitch uses it. You use it to get smaller.
You are actually at a great. You need to move
Impressive.
to your left. Yes. Now
All
you're
right,
great.
are you in?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Your chin's not, but
Seder-
the rest of you.
You don't need your chin. You got your horns up there.
Okay.
It's all about the horns. Now, Seder Krupp here, starting it off with agriculture. Tony, you're gonna be rolling 2d6.
It's 2d6 for Seder Krupp.
Yep.
There you go.
Not
Will
bad.
announce
All right,
it.
that is a success. Sure, you can announce that
2
actually.
3s right in the
Yeah.
middle.
Excellent. So now I'm gonna need you to roll 2d8s.
We have d8s again.
They are a level 5 agriculture, so they're right smack dab in the middle. when it comes to the
Odinson,
name.
thank you for the resub.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
Zach Eyes.
Zach Eyes.
Sorry, Seder Krupp.
Strikes again. All right, well, let's give it another shot with that agriculture. Let's start with those d6 once more.
D6 again. That's an 8.
Not bad at all. That is another success. And then go ahead and roll 2d8.
Nice. Made up for it with 2 7s.
Much better. So 14% increase there.
Yeah.
And we're moving on to aerospace. Aerospace, another level 5 for them.
All right, 2d6s.
Yes, 2d6 to start.
That's an 8.
Hey, another success. That means you're rolling 2d8 again.
Nice. 8 and 6.
Boom. Excellent. So we are killing it right now. 14% again. On a good rhythm here. Let's do some more aerospace. 2d6.
D6 if.
Ooh, 4. That's gonna be nothing for them. Nada. Sorry, that's okay. You're doing good. You're doing good. You don't need it. Magical goods. Now this is gonna be 2d6. Once more. Nice.
8.
Great. And that's gonna be followed up with a 1d4. Because this is a big 60 billion nuyen plus subsidiary for Seder Krupp. I didn't realize they were so into magical goods.
Me neither.
You know, there have been a lot of deals made. Last week there were a bunch of trades, and this
Yeah.
week there's some more subsidiary
noticed
trades.
that.
Things are changing in the Sixth World. All right, so that was a 1% increase.
Again, I believe.
Oh, and then another success. All right, let's roll that D4.
There, that's better.
Hey, 4. That's about as good as it gets without a breakthrough. And let's do magical goods one more.
Yeah. Wait. No.
6.
All right, that's another success.
And 1.
And well,
It's still growth.
Better than none, exactly. Heavy industry, yeah, all right, 2d6. Whew.
8.
Very good, and then it's gonna be, 1d4.
Oh, 1 again. Having trouble with this 1d4.
You know, overall, I think you've definitely been
they're
killing
doing
it, so.
all right.
Let's move on to military, and that's gonna be 2d6.
Thank you for the
Everyone
resub,
loves the
Vasco
German
the
military.
Gamer. Thank you for the
3.
resub.
I'm afraid that's not gonna cut it, but let's try it again.
Let's try it
6.
again.
All right, that is actually gonna be a success.
2d8.
Sorts of fun stuff coming in play here. All right.
There you go.
Hooking them up.
That is
Oh,
an
hey!
8.
Wow, nice. 8% increase. One last roll. Lucky number 11.
Yeah.
This is
Robotics.
robotics. Success. 8.
All right, and now you're gonna roll a d4 and any die of your choice.
Vasco the Gamer wants to know if they make umbrellas for rage-inducing mage storms and so mana storms. So I think that's a product someone should make.
It's a
Today.
3 and an even.
We need it
All
by
right,
Wednesday.
so that's a 5% increase to
Or,
robotics, which is actually pretty solid. All right, cool. Well, you know, Seder Corpus has great products like the keg bots. and,
Nice. Becca Wurst.
Yeah.
What's it? Old Chummer, I think.
No, I think you're right on that
Some
one.
good products.
And more good ones to come. Thank you, Tony.
Absolutely.
Yay!
You can't like trick someone unwittingly into doing it.
We got
No, if Claudia were to sing Little Drummer Boy, it would be fine.
Well, I don't even know the song, but thank you so much,
Whatever,
SpaceCat19189 for resubscribing.
Space Cat.
Good. Did Seattle just elect a dragon governor?
Space.
You have to watch next week to find
Did a
out.
dragon just choose to be governor?
Who's next?
This might be like Welcome to Night Vale, where
See, that's what
the election
happens.
doesn't matter and the valley simply speaks.
Somehow that would not
I was
surprise
too
me.
obscure. No one knows what I'm talking. Never. Mind.
Everyone knows what you're. No.
But
Some people know what you're talking about. There are dozens of you.
to get to Dan's question about what's next, let me tell you, Shiawase actually just acquired Neonet's biotech subsidiary in exchange for their media subsidiary, so another big shakeup.
Oh.
Interesting.
We'll see how the new leadership sort of evolves those subsidiaries. Not much more to know at this point, but I'm sure we'll get updates and PR from those companies next week. As well, Renraku had another big week. They had 16 different researches going on this week.
What?
Absolutely
Wow.
humongous.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, no, it's quite a bit. So to start it off, though, they had a huge breakthrough for robotics. They had an 8% increase in that level 7 subsidiary. That is great. And then that followed that up with a 4%, and then unfortunately had a 0% after that, and then a 6%. So all in all, you're looking at like an 18% increase.
Jesus
Nice.
Christ.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And then for law enforcement, for Renraku, you know, their first shot at it kind of failed, as did their third, but the second time they got in for 4%, so not as good for the robotics there. Missed some chances. But cyberware, they had nothing but success. Level 4 subsidiary here, so pretty low on the totem pole. Needed some growth, and they got it. They got a 12% increase, and a 16% increase, and an 8% increase in cyberware. Congratulations. And for shipping, always one of my favorites, their level 5 subsidiaries.
Really bitter.
What?
What is?
The green tea.
Made a face like a child that just ate broccoli. Like,
So upset. All right, I thought you were just upset about shipping.
No. I'm always for shipping.
Okay, good. I was worried. I was like, who changed you, Claudia? What happened?
Laura,
Now they-
Who broke you?
yeah.
Good
Is
night,
there-
Couch Warrior. Thank you for the donation
Yeah.
earlier.
Lauren, is there any chance that the dragon will just like float over to the spa, destroy it, and then disappear back into astral space? Because that would be
that's a
great.
really interesting proposition.
Well, you know, if you're short on ideas.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'll add that to the.
Can you open up a portal and then a spider with swords for hands can come in?
It gives you a big hug, and you all become friends.
I think that's a good idea. No.
I'm for it, but I have no control over the narrative, so that's worth nothing. So, next up for shipping, they saw a 5% and 4% increase, respectively. Congratulations. And then in heavy industry, they saw an 18% increase. That's a breakthrough. And 11% increase in that subsidiary. Congratulations. And then following that up, they also had a 7% gain in consumer goods, as well as a 9% gain in matrix services. So, way to go. You pretty much
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
You did it.
couldn't have
More
done
Matrix.
much better. And then, unfortunately, something happened to Mitsuhama's fledgling 8 billion new yen law enforcement subsidiary. That was a dog noise.
I heard a dog noise.
They lost 19% of that 8 billion, which is rough. They're just starting off.
Wait, 19% of 8
Mitsuhama?
billion. That's
Do the numbers.
What was the
Okay.
division?
well, like it's
They lost
almost
90% loss of 8 billion.
Of which division?
Oh, sorry, law enforcement.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of their new ones. They just were getting into that.
Thanks, Demolition.
Everyone's just like dog.
Kaiju.
In my head, I don't think Lauren is ever going to do anything to stop Fang from beating Mordecai up. So
Oh God, no.
Won.
that's true. Last time I won. So,
Red
but I
Raiders-
think, but then you like upgraded your arms.
Yes,
and
now they're twice as metal.
Nice. Guys, it looks like the Sinless won tonight. Which actually really my favorite possible outcome for corporate sponsorship. Because that ensures the most amount of chaos, which I am all about these days. And since I'm not in the suit, I don't have to pander. I mean, I don't have to,
You're his
completely
twin.
serve.
You're the twin
Yeah,
of the
I'm the
corporate
good one.
news.
I'm the good witch of the West. Wow, okay, so this is gonna be an interesting one. What this means is that for the next week, everyone will get +2 to attacking each other.
Whoa!
I don't know why, apparently some security breaches have been opened by the Sinless and you're all now more vulnerable than normal. Do with that what you will.
Or
You know
more
what?
angry due to the mana cloud.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah,
probably.
Mana Cloud Anger.
I like this because what that means is that you don't have to attack each other. The opportunity just got better. It's like the Sinless role here is asking, for the corpse to show who they truly are.
You don't have to attack each other. You can just wait to be attacked if that's your thing.
Yeah, that is a good point. Well, we'll see what happens with that next week.
It's time for Christmas. Yay!
Hey!
Holidays.
Everybody gets an attack. All right, so that means it's time to talk about tips and thank everyone and read off all your messages.
Christmas presents.
Corpsmith.
Excellent, excellent.
A merry little Christmas. And the 6 world bride.
Need more words.
We need more practice.
Unless you have a scope.
That was a pretty good effort, guys.
That was like what a mother says
That's what
when
we
you give
stand
like a
for.
bad macaroni drawing. That was a really good
It was just better than I expected. I mean,
Tried really hard.
It's a challenging song, to work with. So, good job.
We
Anyways,
did promise a Christmas album, and I am still willing to
did?
stick to my promise of Sharky
And
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 Marbles
Friends?
singing Deck the Halls.
Right. Or my favorite song, Come, They Told Me, pa-rum-pa-bum.
It doesn't count if you're singing it with the explicit purpose to get someone out of the game. I know, I read all of the
What?
rules,
What
and then
game?
chat got me out of the game
There's a rule.
anyway.
There's a game.
There's a fucking webpage for this game.
What is this game?
Little Drummer Boy.
It's
Right,
Little Drummer
Sharky
Boy.
and I have bonded. Little
I feel like there's something I'm missing here. I'll research
Wait,
that
is it if you
later.
hear the song, you're out of the game?
Yeah, that's
Oh, I
literally
heard
it.
it.
Just, if
I
you
heard it
hear the
today.
Little Drummer Boy between
I thought you didn't know
after
the
your
song.
Thanksgiving meal and before the midnight on Christmas Day, you lose the game.
I've lost.
That's it. That's all there is
I've
to the game.
lost.
I
There's
definitely
other
lost
rules
it.
along the lines of you
Man.
can't.
Our Green Paradox gave us the lyrics. We could try again if it doesn't go out of chat.
This is a great time to start reading the tips. Also, a great time to remind you that Honesty Hour will be at 10 p.m. It's going to be Zach and Sally getting real with you guys. And
They just posted littledrummerboy.info.
Click that link if you dare. Now, first up, it was William TW. Here are 6 dice from Neonet to help you all go Mordecai, Mainframe Fang, Elsie Cromwell, go die deprived Lauren.
I
Thank
really
you,
need
William.
them.
Thank you, Will.
You always
I
have her
need them
back.
for next week for the dragon.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
no good.
Side note, I need to talk to you. I have some ideas.
Excellent. I like ideas.
Fang is gonna be the Flash. Oh wait, I can't talk. But if
Read donations.
I'll be good.
Wonderful. KB Tibbs, thank you for the $20. When Charlie finds his degree is invalid, he takes his identical twin butler, Cromwell, back to the frat house in Well Hammered, summer 2074. Oh shit, we should
what?
pause.
What?
Sneak in.
Emily's got something.
We got a gift from Kate Kotar on Twitter.
Oh.
She may have seen this already, but she sent it to us. Until
That was not a good idea. I'm sorry.
Oh god.
Oh god. I almost killed Emily.
Oh god.
It's Amanda Storm.
I made it. Okay.
You're great. You're totally in frame.
Claudia, are you excited?
I saw it. I already know what it is.
beating
I haven't
my
seen the
arm
whole
up.
thing. I've just seen part of the pictures.
Oh,
Okay.
Claudia's gonna throw a chair.
I
That's
need
how I'm
you to
saying.
You know what?
She's already hit me like 6
Let's
times.
not bother. Hey!
It's so cool.
Awesome.
Kate has been making these cross stitch of all the
Cross
characters.
stitch.
Yeah,
fucking
it's
baller.
super cool, right?
It's so cool.
It's a lot bigger. That takes a long time.
And
And
look,
look,
with a nice note that we'll read
And like,
afterwards,
she
but-
did them in MFEC order by accident?
Yeah. By accident.
Don't you
blows
mean
my
fate?
mind.
No.
I love it so much.
Oh my god. So I
It's
was talking to
awesome.
her tonight, and she is an archaeologist who has been watching corporate sins 15 minutes at a time in her sleeping bag in the field, which I think
Took us to Antarctica.
she's in like that. She's in the Arctic. Yeah.
Yeah, there was somebody who was like, "There's a picture of you on the trip to the." I was like,
I always imagine she's the group that finds Captain America frozen.
Ed Cannon
15 minutes at a time. She's gonna have material till she's like in her
Dead.
80s.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, actually,
It's so cool. Yeah. So I just wanted to show it off on
It's so
camera.
pretty.
Love it.
So cool.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.
All right.
I
So-
saw it when she was walking. I was like, I know what's happening.
So Monday I get to take it home. Then Tuesday Cheryl gets to take it home. Then
I get Wednesday.
Claudia
We're not
never
doing-
gets to have it. I don't trust her with it. I'll take it home for her.
It is more on brand for Lauren to get it on Tuesday.
It's fair.
But Lauren's not in
Not
it.
every
I am not in
Tuesday.
it.
True. I
Just
guess
random
that's-
Tuesdays,
But
I
she's
get
the
it.
GM. She gets to take things from you whenever she
Like
wants.
random
She can have it on
Tuesdays,
bank
I
holidays.
steal it
Yeah.
from
Okay.
Day.
Bank holiday.
I like that.
Holidays are on Mondays.
Yeah, it's fair.
That works. All right, KB Tibbs with $20. Yeah, sorry, that was the Wellhammer 2074. Bears repeating. That's a great name for Charlie Hammer Cromwell mashup. I've never seen the two in the same room though.
They're twins, but they don't like each other.
yeah. And they both have no eyes.
Their mother loved one of them before the other. More.
Interesting. Interesting.
And there's always been a rivalry ever since. And if it was an
I'm
anime.
the frame, guys. Hold you all together.
So we would like us to, she would like us to know that she's not currently in the Arctic and she has Wi-Fi.
Excellent.
Bye.
Excellent.
For you.
And Cope the Joke tips $60. This week, our schedule changed, so I get to be here live for the first time in 6 months. So to celebrate, here is dice for Cromwell, Fang, Elsie, Mordecai, Mainframe, and Lauren from Santa Cope and Evo, the corp that cares.
Thank you.
Santa Claus.
Evo's great.
And from Loftweir, Seder Krupp can't let it stand that Elsie is at 0 dice. Dice for the list keeper.
Aww.
I'm writing because I'm putting you on the nice list.
Oh, okay.
Not
She has a
on the
naughty
naughty
and
list.
nice list.
That's what it is now.
Yeah. For the next
And-
few weeks.
When you're naughty, you get corp in your stocking.
Like corpse.
Corpses.
Instead of
Like
coal.
body parts.
Wouldn't mess with her.
Receipt tapes.
Captain Roberts also put him down on the good list because he sent $10 to hashtag Elsie.
Oh.
And oh gosh, Oksana-san, yes, sent $10 to Mordecai for mayor.
Oh, thank you. That's a terrible idea, but thank you.
Yep. Also,
Mordecai would be a terrible mayor.
he
Well,
asks you to put Canada Post on the shit list.
Oh, Canada Post? Yeah, we should.
Yeah, they're
And
they're a mixed
They're
bag.
bad shippers.
No, that's the worst
that's-
offense. Bad shipper.
Kova for the resub.
Woo, resub! Thank you, Kabotha.
You did it.
Nice.
Now, Ares customer service sent $10 to Mainframe. Thank you for participating in the Strix drone trial. As I'm sure you read in the EULA, all data required by the drone is property of Ares. As the trial has ended, selection of do not agree will be removed from the functionality. Warranty will be void.
They're saying I will avoid the warranty if I opt out of data collection, but that's why I kept it in Faraday cages for so long.
Interesting.
I mean, that was smart.
I knew what the risks were, but it's useful.
It's worth the risks. Also, Oksanashan sent $50. Don't mess with Mayor Mordecai.
Oh, that's a movement. That is a movement.
Mayor Mordecai.
A movement
Wow.
of 2 people.
Maybe
One person.
One
twice.
person, just one person twice.
I think if Mordecai did run for mayor, he would just get snapped up by the dragon anyway.
Is there a mayor, or is it just like an honorary position these days?
That's a good question.
Yeah, mayor and governor are very different.
Probably, there's probably mayor of the Redmond Sprawl and all that.
Mayors of the neighborhood.
I think the mayor's supposed to kiss the babies. I think
like
that's literally the mayor's job.
So if you guys want Mordecai kissing all the babies,
You heard the
take their
opinions
tea.
about baby care earlier. I don't think that's a good idea.
Throwing them in the air.
Mortimort.
Mortimort.
That's a thing. It's
Mortimort.
Oh, thank you.
His lightning bolt and the thing.
I like Ryan's patient look.
Yep. Please continue.
Yep.
And the orc.
I was, I'm always curious where the conversations are gonna go, so I'll, sometimes I just let them happen. Now, Sophisha42 sent $10 a die for the delightful Decker mainframe. Have fun with the gang war.
Thank you, Sophia.
And Couch Warrior, $30. No one should be on 0 dice mainframe.
Thank you, Couch Warrior. It's much appreciated.
Agreed. And then Captain Roberts, everyone was rushing to you. Hashtag mainframe.
Oh, thank you, Captain Roberts. Do you know Captain Moore? Are you guys friends? I'm just curious.
Different captains?
Maybe we should double date.
Not all captains know each other.
Yeah.
that's so racist.
And Anon! $1,000 tip.
This was silly!
Lauren, Cromwell, Fang, Elsie, Mainframe, Mordecai. Let's make this interesting for all the thumpers
sure did.
that wish they
Sure
could
did.
tip but can't for reasons. And then the most confusing part of the message is sinless for Mitsuhama.
That's very confusing, but we love you.
Thank you so much. You are a mysterious person, clearly.
That was crazy.
That was wonderful.
That was so
I'm
crazy.
only a little salty that all of those dice didn't come to me, but I suppose you guys can have some of them.
We needed them to throw people.
I got to throw a guy from a motorcycle to another motorcycle after jumping onto that motorcycle from a different motorcycle, which I jumped on in the first place, thanks to you.
I got to nearly kill Fang while she was already in grave danger.
It was fun. I now have a really cool scar. Fang does. It goes.
I have a dragon.
And it looks super cool when she wears her workout shirts.
I love
Right
it.
to the booty zone, but that's not the booty zone. I don't know.
All right, what a great time to say.
Keep reading.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Obviously, everyone chips in and helps and makes shows like this possible. So thank you so much, and let's never hear about the booty zone again. KB Tibbs, $40.
We'll fix it in post.
To Lauren, please hurt Mordecai because he hurt Fang.
That's coming.
Yeah, that.
And Vasco,
I concede the point.
Vasco the Gamer, $20. Mainframe, keep your eyes peeled. I think one of these gangs has a powerful towel mage on their side. Oh wait.
Hardy har.
I know it's a common. He's with us. It's okay, Vasco the Gamer. Thank you for the help, and thank you for the resub earlier, and thank you for being an awesome brother.
Aww.
Great. I'm glad it's good.
And KB Tibbs, Elsie, will this insultingly low bribe keep me off the list?
Did it?
$10 bribe.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yep.
You were on the shit list, but Lauren can.
It is crossed out.
It's crossed out.
I can
Wow.
attest. It is crossed
Doesn't
out.
put you on the good list, but.
And last but certainly not least, Tech Carrier, 1 die for Vigo the Carpathian, aka Lauren the Murder Pixie.
Nice.
Good job.
Okay.
Thank you, Techie Carrot.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Guys.
Hey, do we get to dance for any
yeah.
subs?
Let's do some dancing. Yeah, let's. Do you want to limerick first or dance first?
Let's do limerick and then let's dance.
Limerick and
Wait,
the dance.
do we actually get a sub? Because we don't dance for nothing.
First we shall rhyme, then we shall dance.
All right.
I think we even got 2.
Oh!
Which means we're 1 away from a Steam Key giveaway. And if you got Amazon Prime, that means you have access to a free subscription to an awesome channel like this one right now. Make it happen. And we'll dance more. All right, limerick.
Fang was shocked when Magic beamed her. Mordecai claimed he hadn't seen her. Because of this night, they're gonna fight. Fang's gonna punch his Halloweener.
Oh! Hashtag Team Dick Punch.
I do not like that limerick.
Is that a vitals?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can take vitals on that.
Old shot to the Halloweener.
That might be my favorite limerick.
Music.
so much for the subscription, guys.
Yeah.
It means a lot. Helps us make this happen every day. So
great.
Woo, feels good. Now that means it's about time in about 25 minutes for Honesty Hour with Zach and Sally. It's our state of the channel, heart to heart, real talk, answer your questions, and let you know how things are going behind the scenes. So tune in for that at 10 p.m. I think that's everything except for, is there anything you guys want to add? Do you want to do outros real quick? Do you want to I would love to tell people who you are.
I'm Tony Beeman. I'm at LBeefus on practically everything.
I'm Janine. I am
That's
at
okay.
Admiral Asma.
I'm Lauren, Random Tuesday on the interwebs.
Hi, I'm Jackie Dash, AKIDASH.
Hi, I am Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite on Twitter and Twitch.
And I'm Dan Poslins at Dan Poslins.
Excellent. So if you don't already follow them or haven't already checked them out, go do all that right now and then come back for Honesty Hour at 10 p.m. We'll see ya.
Bye.